Let's go.
All right, and we should be completely on audio across the board, so we should be good. So, hello, welcome in.
What's with?
Except it decided it wanted to rotate you guys on the camera display, and that's not good. So we're gonna have to make some edits here.
On the
Yeah, literally just on the fly.
It looks like they're in timeout.
Basically.
Wait, what?
Which one is this?
No. I can see.
You got to be above the overlay.
We're gonna look.
This stuff happens. Thank you guys for your patience. Welcome into the Couch Co-op. My name is Ethan. I'm your Dungeon Master. It's a pleasure to be here. Hope you guys are having a great night. It's weird that it literally just rotated the cameras around, even though I had you guys perfectly positioned just a moment ago, but now you have to go under the overlay. And we have solved the problem. Boom! Alright. A more thorough hello, since it seems like our Discord camera throw-up decided it wanted to be a little bit of a jerk. Welcome in everyone to the Couch Cooperative. Pleasure to have you guys here for another night as we continue through our 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons campaign, The Princes of the Apocalypse.
After a break, too.
Last that we left off, our party, our adventurers, having traveled to the Desserin Valley and specifically gone to the Riverguard Keep, which is a kind of like a small river fort that enters the Desserin Valley side of the Desserin River. You defeated the pirates that were there, found evidence that there was a larger conspiracy going on, with a letter that was written, which indicated that the monks of the Sacred Stone Monastery, the pirates of Riverguard Keep, potentially the Druidic Enclave over at the Scarlet Moon Hall, and there is still debate on the presence of the Feather Guild Knights being involved in a larger conspiracy that impacted your guys' mission, because there was a written detail about the attack on the Mirabar caravan, which led to the capture of some prisoners that they wrote, and the prisoners were sent to the Sacred Stone Monastery. That became your next goal, so you guys relocated from the town of Red Larch and went to the Riverguard Keep to make that kind of like a home base for right now. And upon that following morning, set out on foot to go to the Sacred Stone Monastery, where you did a little bit of some scouting. Walking around, you found that there was a garden outside with stone figures. These figures seemed very lifelike, and it was determined or ascertained that these are petrified people. We almost snuck in. There was a moment there where I was a little bit worried that we were about to start playing some stealth mission, but you guys got outside and had a conversation with one of the monks, and that conversation eventually turned violent, and you guys kicked the door down, killing 3 of the Sacred Stone monks immediately upon entry, and that was where we left off. You guys leveled up.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, and so that is where we begin. So, you are going to see a little bit of some difficulty, at least on my physical standpoint, Ed, for those of you who are watching, as I now have to attempt to DM from here and from here. So, if you see right beneath me, there is a battle cam, and I'm going to get up so that we can start walking through that battle cam for you guys. I have a laser pointer that's going to help out with some stuff, as well as I have my books and all of my things over here as well, so that I can do my best to keep track, and very grateful for you guys who are watching, who are just kind of following along on the ride while we are entertaining this fun little remote experience. So, we have our characters right here, so just to let everyone know where you guys are at. There is a fog of war, so you guys can't see past what is visibly available. So you guys are in a small room, and there are 2 doors that are immediately exitable, which are going to be on this right side right here, this left side right here. I did my best to try to put colors in there, so can you guys see the colors on this map? I know there's not a lot of map.
Is there red?
It's kind of a brown.
No,
if
I
it's shown up
can't
as red, then maybe. This is my laser pointer. So there's a door here, and there's a door here.
I can
Yeah.
see the laser pointer and I can see the shapes.
Okay, cool.
I can see the shapes. The colors, yeah, I can't see.
Okay,
But
that's fine.
I can see that.
Yeah, so I'll try to highlight doors the best I can for you guys. So we have Ragnarok sitting right here, along with Pippin, Oslek, and Nihilus. So you guys have kicked down the door. There is currently the doors behind you are broken as you've kicked the doors in. The sound was quick. It was sudden, and you know that you're probably someone in this building has probably have heard what has just happened. So you guys can either decide to make a quick decision. You guys can try to figure out what you want to do, but ultimately, what would you guys like to do?
I want to follow the big dragon.
Okay.
I will stick with whatever the rest of my party is doing and just kind
Wait,
of.
what's Pippin doing? You were following what?
He's hanging out with Ragnarok. Yeah, basically, it sounds like no one wants to split the party.
Okay.
So Ragnarok, if you're carrying the momentum of the team right now, and that's because you just barreled into this building, you kicked the door so far in that it smushed the guy behind it that it caught, and you then immediately started killing the people that were left in here, and they suffered under the wrath of Janus. What would you like to do? There's a door on your left, a door on your right. You hear sounds of people scrambling, muffled, on either side. They don't seem close. They don't seem close. But you're very familiar with the sound of combat.
Well, Ragnarok will go right.
Ragnarok's
The
going to go
right
right? Okay. So you go ahead and move over to the right, and we'll kind of maneuver people to kind of catch up with that. And as you open that door, I'm going to go ahead and move this. You open it to a hallway, and it extends down about, each square here is 10 feet, by the way. So it extends about 50 feet down, and on your right-hand side, you can see that there's two different doors. Immediately as you open the door, Ragnarok, and you take a step in, what you notice is that at the end of the hallway, there is a human male who is standing there, one of the monks with one of the stone masks on his face, and he's running around the corner. He stops as soon as he turns, and he kind of gets a look at you, realizes, like, shit, intruders, and is kind of stuck there for a second. You have an opportunity, having caught this guy off guard, to make the first move. But he's 50 feet away.
Okay. Am I still raging?
You are still raging, yeah.
Okay. I wanna use my wild magic action to teleport in front of him.
How far is the distance?
It's 30 feet.
Okay, so you go ahead and move up your about 20 feet so that you can teleport right onto him.
Okay.
Okay, so you run up, jump, and it's basically just like a quick warp in, warp out. It's just a skip, a pause, a jump. You are right on top of him. What do you do?
Attack him.
You attack him. Go ahead and make an attack.
Nice.
I'm gonna move that fog of war a little bit.
Okay. What is raging at? Plus 2?
Yeah. So what are you trying to think of? A hit or damage?
To hit.
Hit, yeah, it should be your
Strength plus.
strength plus range. Yeah.
And rage is 2.
Yeah.
Okay. So it would be unnatural 20.
That definitely hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
And then with extra attack, do I roll twice?
You now have a second attack on your attack action, so you can go ahead and make your second attack as well if you would like, and see if that hits.
Oh, okay. Good damage. Oh, shit. The second one's a 13.
Second one is a 13. That one just misses. So go ahead and roll damage on your first attack for me, please.
Okay. I don't add rage to damage. Right?
You do.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, I do.
Yeah, it should be a +2 that you get. It might have gone up, but I don't know. That's your job.
And strength, or
Yes. Yeah.
No.
And strength.
Jeez. Fuck.
Yeah.
Okay, so that'd be 12 damage.
12 points of damage. Okay, so as you jump and warp right in front of him, you take Janice kind of like a spear and ram the top of Janice into his sternum, and you can hear the bones crack as his back slams against the wall. He uses that opportunity, seeing as you pull the hammer back and are going to attempt to bring it now around and slam it into his face. He drops underneath that, and he kind of scurries off, clutching onto his chest and breathing raggedly. So he is going to go ahead and move 5, 10, 15. It will provoke an opportunity to attack if you wish.
Yeah, I'll
It's
attack him.
his job. He wants to completely go away.
Kill. I got a 16.
16, that hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Kill him. Get him, Contray.
Poor guy. Jesus Christ. That's 17.
17? Okay, so after he drops down to the ground, he's clutching onto his sternum, which is broken in several places from your maul, and he drops and starts to crawl across the floor. You guys from this side of the hallway watch as Ragnarok grabs him by one of his ankles, pulls the body back to stop it from moving forward, brings the hammer up and drops it across the back of the head, sending his brain matter flying in all directions.
Oh my
It just
god.
splatters him. Yeah, and he's just super dead. You hear sounds coming still, like in this direction. As you're here, there's doors everywhere now. So you have you have two doors on your guys' right as you guys are in this hallway. You have two doors now, Ragnarok, where you're at, kind of on the left. You hear the sound of people like scrambling, but you don't fully know where they are, and they haven't seemed to have gotten to your area. So in the current moment, you don't see anyone. So what would you guys like to do?
Can I open that middle door, Ethan?
You're talking about this one right here?
No, in the middle, in the first room we came into.
This
I think
hallway
that's where
is
we
the
came
first room.
from.
Sorry, I misunderstood. The room that our characters are in right now,
Yeah. You're talking about
the other one.
This one.
Yeah.
So you want to go in the other direction?
Yeah. Sorry, I
Okay.
misunderstood.
I'll,
Yeah.
I'll follow him too.
Okay, so you
I'll go left too.
Yep, so you go ahead and open the door and see down that hallway that the hallway does open up. Two doors on the left, about 30 and 40 feet down respectively, and then about 50 feet down there's a door. The hallway turns right, so the building's starting to wrap around. Pippin, I'm
I'll
assuming
go
you're
down.
running up to Ragnarok?
Me?
Yeah, are you running up to Ragnarok?
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
since we split the party, I need Oslek and Ragnarok to roll initiative for me.
Oh
You
no.
better roll high.
I have a -1, dude, so I don't.
Yeah. This is just gonna determine how I
No.
like handle you guys as groups.
Uh-huh.
I got a 15.
15?
I got an 18.
Okay, so Oslek and
That was
Nihilus.
the one? Nice.
Yeah, so Oslek
Yeah.
and Nihilus, you guys are up first.
I did Contray dirty. Okay. I'm gonna go down the hallway
Okay.
and open the first door.
Okay, so you run down the hallway as quick as you can and open the first door there on your left. Opening that door, what you find is a room that is arranged as a very uncomfortable looking barracks. You see 10 thin pallets that are rolled up along the walls, besides neatly folded piles of clothing, dun-colored robes and sandals. Two of the clothing piles also include golden masks in the shape of scowling gargoyle faces. There are no furnishings in this room, and there is a single window that looks towards the canyon wall to the south. At this
And there's-
current moment, there are no people in this room.
Next room.
Now, when you said gold, you say gold and masks or golden masks?
So the monks are wearing, for the most part, stone masks. These ones are golden.
I'm going to keep note of that. Do they look like they'd be of some value or no?
It potentially could be of some value. Go ahead and make an investigation check for me real quick. And I'll move you guys up to the next door.
I got a nat 20.
A natural 20. You have an indication that those masks infer a higher status than the stone masks.
But like, if I were to sell them,
Not necessarily. You could find incredible value in potentially donning them as disguises.
oh,
Yeah. They could be sold. That's not really a problem. But with your natural 20, you could absolutely use this as a disguise.
Why don't we go put them on as a fucking disguise then?
you're a bird. You can't do that. I could.
Yeah, I can, dude. They won't know with the mask on, dude.
They'll see your wing.
It
How could you
wouldn't
put
fit.
the mask on
Yeah,
your head?
that mask doesn't fit you. You're a bird.
I can use mending around my beak.
That's not how it works. Okay, opening up that next room though, what you guys go ahead and find is kind of another guest bedroom quarter area. So in this one, you see that there's 8 bunks that line the walls of the room, each with a small trunk at the foot of the bed. There's a small table, several wooden chairs standing in the middle of the room near an iron stove. 5 of the bunks are bare. 3 are comfortably made up with sheets, pillows, and blankets as if they've not been used. At the current moment, there is no one in this room.
Next room.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's keep going.
Gotcha. So before we have you guys turn across the corridor, we're going to cut back to Ragnarok and Bibbin. So, Ragnarok, there's a dude dead at your feet. What do you do?
Where was he? Was he scurrying towards a door?
He was skirting. So, do you see how you're right here?
Yeah.
He was cutting left, so he was going to go further into the building.
Okay. So he was really just trying to get away.
Yes. Yeah. You have the idea that he was trying to get away from you.
Okay. I'll go down that way.
Okay. So you basically turn the corridor, and there's a double door on your left. There's a door on your right, and then the hallway opens up kind of considerably from what it looks like. So I'll push it open, and there's a staircase. There's a stairwell at the end of that hallway that leads down. And when I mean down, I mean it leads down into the building.
Okay.
So
Can I
there's
go
a sub-level stairwell.
Because you said there was a door to the right, right?
There's 2.
Oh, there's 2. I'll go to the first one.
The first door on the right?
Closest to me, yeah.
Okay, first door on the right. That specific. Okay. So, you open up this door here, and around that, there's another hallway. So I'm going to open up the map a little bit more, kind of move some of the fog of war. So, the door that you've opened is to this room right here. So, as you open up that room and head in, what you notice is this current part of the room has these straw mats that cover the floor of this pretty large exercise room. There's wooden racks on the walls that hold quarterstaffs, pole arms, and various weapons that's commonly associated with the martial arts. And there are doors that exit to the north and to the east. You're coming from that northern door. There's a triangular symbol that's carved into the center of the room's western wall. That triangular symbol is the same triangle that has the little line at the bottom base of it that heads up towards the half of the triangle. There are currently 5 people in this room. There's a woman who's in this room alongside with 4 of these masked monks. Let me real quick get the description of that lady for you. Cool. So the woman that you see is a human, and she wears a cloth, a tightly and densely packed cloth around her eyes, as if she cannot see or has chosen to blind herself. And she seems to be sparring, or was caught in the moment of sparring, with some of these monks that are in here, all of which are disrobed, so they're just wearing the bottom halves of their gis, and she's directing them. So as you burst through the door and kind of see everything, her head turns immediately to you, and she's like, "Quick, weapons! 2 arms!" And I need you now to officially roll an initiative against these people.
You're with me?
Yes.
Nice. That's good. What I get, dude? Ooh. Wait.
I think I do. Use inspiration. Does he have a combination?
Oh, I get a. I guess plus 10, so I get 18.
With that?
Yeah. Because I get a bonus equal to my wisdom, and then I have the
You
bonus.
got an 18.
Yeah.
Wow.
What did you get, Ragnar?
I got a 14.
Okay, I just got one more roll to do. That might not be good enough. Let's actually go to her specific page since I have a page for her in here. There we go. And boom. She has, oh, actually, that ties with the Sacred Stone Monks, so she's going to go before them. Okay, Pippin, you are the first one up, rolling an 18. So, there is this human female who's currently not wielding a weapon, and then the monks that are with her have all grabbed weapons at this point. There are two that have spears, one that has a quarterstaff. So,
Does she look? I mean, she's obviously commanding them, so she's obviously important.
she obviously seems to be of some form of authority over them, yes.
All right, I'm gonna
And
use
just
my.
just to clarify, if you can see, it's the human guards are the monks, and this creature right here, that's her.
Can I shoot her directly with my bow?
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and make an attack roll.
I'm gonna make. Well, so first, what I'm gonna do actually is bonus action and cast Hunter's Mark on her.
Okay.
I'm also going to use my dread. Wait, there, I'm not. Where is it? Which one is it? The Gloomstalker? I think it is Gloomstalker, actually. Yeah. Right now. Oh, I forget what it is. I have something that lets me make a third attack only on the start of combat, but all of a sudden I can't remember what it is. Is it Zephyr Strike?
I'm pretty sure.
No, that's just for advantage. I swear it was on Gloomstalker. Hang on. 31st. Take attacks. Oh, okay, yeah. It is. It's my Dread Ambusher perk to make an additional weapon attack, but I can only do it on my first turn of combat, so it'll be 3
That would be this turn, yeah.
We'll just do them all.
You're going to shoot her with all three?
20.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Alright, so we are going to have a 7 plus 10, a 17, a 19, and a 15.
A 17, a 19, and a 15?
Yeah.
Only one of those is going to hit.
Darn.
It's gonna be the 19.
Damn.
So,
Wait. Let me.
and there's a reason why, because she's going to use her reaction to parry and counter the 17. The 17 would have hit, but she's going to choose to counter that one.
Okay.
Here we go.
So then that'll be.
So,
Is there advantage because they're for blindfold or no?
no. So you go ahead and pull your bow, you string one arrow, you fire it, and that one is the 15. So she immediately ducks underneath it.
I'm so sorry. I didn't add my. Oh no, I did add my dex. Never mind. No, you're good. You're right.
Okay.
I'm done.
So the first one, you watch as she ducks underneath it, and the arrow goes into one of the training dummies behind her. You immediately knock another arrow and fire it, and she catches it directly in front of her face, breaks the arrow, but the third arrow is already fired, and it impacts into her right shoulder. So go ahead and roll damage on that one.
Damage is just a D plus. Ooh, that's not very good, man. That's only 11 damage.
Okay.
11's better than no damage.
All right, it is now her turn. She's going to run up to Ragnarok.
Be
And
safe.
as she runs up to you, Ragnarok, she's going to go ahead and make a total of 3 attacks against you.
Oh my fuck? Dude, you have health.
I didn't do anything, you know.
The first one is a 9.
Racism.
The second one is a natural 1. So with that second one,
Nice.
one being a natural 1, Ragnarok, she goes and punches you directly into your gut. But the problem is this is a puny human woman. You're a big gladiator dragonborn. how dare she think that she could do this? So she punches you straight in the gut, but you take it. She goes and then draws that same fist and brings it in a right hook. But here's the problem, Ragnar. Your time in the gladiator pits, you've seen this move. So you grab that fist, and I'm going to have you go ahead and make an athletics check with advantage because you're raging, and it's contested. So she's going to contest with athletics as well.
Our campaign is
she rolls a
sexist.
16. Huh?
Our campaign is sexist.
No. Not
He's
the
just a
slightest.
big old. He's a big old.
He's like a 250
Dragonborn.
Dragonborn, and she's maybe like 140.
I think men and women could compete in the Olympics together. That's all I'm saying.
Not in combat sports.
I got a 19.
This is like a gladiator stuff, not Olympics.
What'd you roll?
19.
A 19. 19's gonna go ahead and
Oh
win.
wait, you said that.
Yeah, you have
It's
advantage.
a 21
because
if it's that.
you want even more. So what I want you to go ahead and do for me is add up your strength modifier and your raging bonus. What is that total?
Strength modifier and my rage
Your rage, yeah.
would be 6.
That'd be 6. Okay. So
Yeah.
you deal 6 points of force damage as you grab onto that wrist and you push the wrist back, causing you hear the sound of some of the bones potentially dislocating at the very least. And you twirl the arm around, and she kind of howls out on that one. So now she's going to go ahead and make her third attack against you, and that is a 12.
No.
Oh
that-
yeah, 12.
So she attempts to kick your leg out, and you still just stand there. So you are unmoved. That was good. So the next is the Sacred Stone Monks. The 3 of them are going to... 2 of them are going to come around the side, the ones with pole arms. They're going to go for Pippin, because their pole arms have a little bit of some reach. The other one's going to maneuver in with a quarterstaff and attempt to hit Ragnar. So Pippin, you're going to take a total of 2 attacks.
Don't do it.
The first attack that you have against you is a 9,
A 3.
followed by a 14.
They will both miss.
Okay,
'cause
so-
I'm worse.
So both of them attempt to stab down, and you lithely jump up and land on both of the spears, pushing them into the ground, and then they pull the spears back. Ragnar, you have one coming up with a quarterstaff, and that's going to be an 11, so that misses as well. But when I mean it misses, what I mean is the quarterstaff cracks across your face and breaks. But no damage is dealt because you sit there and take it. So, with that being said, Ragnar, these puny humans think that they have you, but they're not ready for your turn. So what would you like to do?
Nice.
Tell them to surrender me.
I'm fucking killing him, dude.
No, well,
Kill their leader and then say surrender.
All I can take is kill.
Alright.
I'm going to attack the blindfold lady.
Okay. So you go ahead and drop that arm, and you watch as the wrist kind of dangles in a way that it shouldn't. You grab Janice and immediately swing twice.
Pretty good. Oh!
Dude.
Lord.
The first one's a 24,
That hits.
and the second one's a 24.
Both of those hit. Go ahead and roll damage for me. Just total your damage across the 2 attacks. There's no need to cut them up.
Okay.
Yeah, because she doesn't have any resistances.
Dang, bro. What's that? 22? Yeah, 22.
Plus,
Plus what?
because it'd be
Plus rage, right?
for weapon attack, because it's 2d6 and
Oh,
everything,
so
but
4 would be 26.
well,
I think
plus,
plus strength.
it'd be
plus
altogether,
8,
it'd be
32.
8 for these, and then my
32.
my rage.
Yeah, so it'd be 32.
32. Okay, 32 damage.
32 points of damage. Okay. Let's see
Big
here.
My damage.
Awesome. So you go ahead and take Janice and grab it with both hands, grabbing it in a weird angle. You slam the top end of the maul into her face, sending her head back. The blindfold comes off, and you see now milk-whitened eyes. You then take the hammer and swing it around, and you catch straight against the arm, and you hear a bone crunch, and you deal quite a bit of damage. And she is holding herself at in a very wounded position, but she's still standing. So Pippin, you're up. You have two people that they're not within melee distance. Okay, they had reach, so they're still 5 feet away from you. They're
So I
not
gotta attack.
within 5 feet.
Disadvantage.
No, they're not in melee.
All
Yeah.
Ragnarok does
Yeah.
is kill.
They
dude.
have a reach weapon, so they're not technically in melee distance with you. But they are. You're not. And you should also have 2 attacks.
I don't need to hit my hunter's mark, so I'll attack the 2 that are in front of me.
Okay, so let's go ahead and fire on the first one.
So that one is going to be a 19.
That hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Oh shit! Damage is what is the number? Can you see? 3 plus 10, 13 damage.
Okay, that one is still standing. So go ahead and make your second attack.
Yeah, I want to attack that same one again.
Yeah. That was my impressions. If you didn't kill him,
Yeah, that'll be a 25.
25. That also hits. Go ahead and roll damage on that one.
17.
17. Okay, so that one's quickly dispatched. After you jump onto the spears and kind of kick them down to the ground, they pull the spears back. You have 2 arrows knocked instantly. You fire both of those arrows. One goes into the throat, the other goes into one of the eye sockets, and he just drops in a gurgle of blood. His blood. That is your action.
Goodbye.
Anything else you
my-
want to do?
No, because if I do a different spell, I'm going to take my concentration. So I'll just. Can I back up a little bit? I just want to back up like 5 feet.
Okay, yeah. Each square is 10 feet, so I'm just going to keep you in the same spot.
That's
But
fine.
you're not 10 feet away from them. Okay, so
Hey.
the next one up is the woman, and she's going to go ahead and make another 3 attacks at you, Ragnarok. The first one is a 14. Second one is a 22, followed by a 26.
Shoot. Does she have a weapon, Ethan?
Nope, she's punching him.
The 22 and the 26 definitely hit.
Okay, so on the first attack, you take 11 points of bludgeoning damage that you have to 6. On the second, you take 7 that you have to 4. So you take a total of 10 points of bludgeoning damage. And that is going to go ahead and be her action. She's going to end her turn there, and it's going to put it at the next 2 monks. They're going to make 2 attacks, one at Pippin, one at Ragnar.
Oh, fuck.
Pippin, yours is a 15 to hit.
That meets it.
That means it.
No, no.
So that's a hit.
Yeah.
And you take 3 points of piercing damage as you're stabbed in your little tiny halfling thigh. Ragnar, crap.
Your little tiny thigh.
Hey, this is
I dropped one of my dice. I got it. Okay,
sniper.
Ragnar, you're going to go ahead and take another attack. This time is with a short sword. That's a 7, so it misses. And Ragnar, it is your turn.
Let's go, baby. Get in there, baby.
What would you like to do?
Clean up crew.
Okay. Wait, where am I at and where are the 2 guys in front of me?
So you are this guy right here. This guy that's behind you is behind you. He's trying to stab Pippin, and he did.
Got my
Two
leg.
people in front of you. You have this blind woman and the other monk.
Can I breath weapon the 2 people in front of me?
You absolutely can. So you go ahead and roar back, and you can see the flame kind of pick up and lighten your throat. And as you release, they have to make a dex save. What's your DC?
My DC.
I know the monk fails.
Is it a 14?
The blind woman rolls a 16.
Oh wait, I didn't.
Oh.
I didn't write down my DC.
Wait, it would be 8 plus proficiency plus dex. Modifier?
Yours is con.
Oh, mine's con.
Yeah.
His
because-
highest could be 16.
Yeah, it's because
So
it's because it's your breath weapon, so it's Constitution for this one.
Okay. It would be 13 then.
13. So the blind woman does succeed, so she takes half damage. So go ahead and roll your damage, and I will tally that up.
see it. Let's see it. Let's see it.
Wait, what spell did you use, Katre?
It's his breath weapon. As a dragonborn, he's got a flame breath.
How much damage is that?
Where did I find out? I think it's 3d6.
It's 7 damage.
7 points of damage. So she halves that to 4. And he takes the flat 7.
Hey, wait,
Okay.
and how did she half it?
Because she succeeded on the saving throw.
If
So
okay.
she's able to. You watch as she kind of like Matrix begins to lean backwards, but there is a portion of it that scorches across her torso. But she does miss out on the majority of it. Whereas the other guy's not so lucky, and a lot of his bare chest, because he was sparring, is now covered in flames and burns. So that scream that he makes is not a friendly one. Pippin, you're up.
I want to attack the guard that is not the blindfold lady.
Okay.
Wait, Pippin, how did your scream sound when he stabbed you in the little thigh?
Not fun, dude. That'll be a 27 to hit.
That one definitely hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Nice sound. Nice
And you're shooting at the one that just stabbed you?
Yeah.
Okay.
15.
15? Alright. He is incredibly wounded. So go ahead and make your
No.
second attack.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Ooh, that'll be, I can't see the number, darn it. That's a 12. 22.
22. That also hits. Go ahead and roll damage. Let me know if you roll 2.
If I roll 2.
If
Oh,
you
easy.
roll a 2.
Easy, bro. That's a 10.
Okay, so you, again, knock 2 arrows, quickly dispatch him, sending both of the arrows into where his heart is, just drops him. Same thing, gurgling blood. So the lady is up, unless you have anything else you want to do. So your turn, technically.
How many are still up right now? 3 or 2?
2.
2.
And they're both pretty wounded.
We're fine. I'm just gonna wait.
Okay. The lady is up next, so Ragnarok, you're getting another 3 attacks. It's going to be a 23, followed by an unnatural 20, followed by a 13.
I know which one this is.
Wait, what? Zone damage.
Yeah, that was on you. That was on you.
Bruh.
You got hit by the first 2.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And then, what was the AC?
It was a 23, unnatural 20, and then a 13 to hit.
Okay, the first 2 hit.
Okay. So you're going to take, on the first one, you take 10, that you have to 5. On the second, you take 8, but you have that to 4. So you have 9 points of bludgeoning damage total, and she's just unleashing punches on you. Now, this second round of actually taking damage from her is quite impressive. Her fists, while quick, she's punching you with the one that's not been dislocated, and she's getting these jabs that are quick, but they do hurt. You are quite impressed. That being said, that is her. Going to be her turn. That's her action. So she's done. The monk's going to come up next, and he's going to attempt to hit you as well. And that's going to be a 19 to hit.
That hits.
Yep. So you take 4 points of slashing damage, but you half it to 2. So you take 2 jabs, one into the stomach that kind of lurches you forward, and you take an uppercut that knocks you back, and then a slash across your torso from the short sword. So with that being said, Pippin, Ragnarok, it is your turn.
Oh, not me, baby.
I'm going
darn
to. I'm gonna double attack the lady with the blindfold.
Go for it. Make your 2 attacks. Let me know what you roll.
I like it.
The first one's a natural 20.
Okay, so that's a critical hit. Let's go ahead and roll damage on
Nice.
that.
You're about to get like 40 damage.
Yeah, let's just go ahead and roll damage on that and see what we do.
46. Yeah. 5 points of probably.
Yeah, 46 plus strength plus rage.
4, 9, 15, 16, 22.
2 plus.
That is plus strength.
That is plus.
Yeah.
Okay. 22.
22? Okay. How would you like to do it?
Oh,
It's a critical
shit.
hit, so this is a pretty grievous wound that you've dealt.
I just want to swing my hammer like all the way back and then hit her on the side of the head.
Okay, So you bring it back with a full fury, and as you send the maul head flying in her direction, you watch as she's attempting to redirect it. So when her hand tries to catch up and try to push the hammer off so that the hit goes over her head, she's not able to in time, and you watch as the hammer hits bone. The face looks like it's beginning to smush as it caves in, and the body goes flying off into the wall. Rolling off onto the floor and kind of not like slamming into the wall, but it hits the wall. The only other guy who's in this room, the monk, seeing that happen, looks at you two with a horror and throws down his short sword, and he drops to his knees quickly. He's like, I yield, please, mercy.
This is all you, dude. Man, it's all you, bro. It's your turn.
Your turn. Feel kind of good.
Hey, bro, no witness.
He undoes his stone mask. You see a grizzled human male who has bald head, but a tattoo under his left eye. That's that triangle with the line up in the middle.
Oh.
And he looks at you, tears, snot running down his face, blood. Please, sir, mercy, I beg of you.
Can I grab him by the head, like the top of his bald head?
Okay.
And I'm not gonna fake him up, but I'm gonna like get in his face.
Yeah.
Where are your bosses?
They're further in the central hall.
Where is it?
Uh,
The central.
He looks at the kind of like the hallway that you can see behind you. Down the hallway. Furthest door on the left. That'll get you in the right direction. I'm sorry. Please let me go.
You're lucky this time. And then I'll push him off to the side.
Okay, you push him off to the side, and you guys get up and begin to walk out of the room.
Yeah, and then I'll head towards where he's talking about.
Okay, cool.
Down the hall.
Just real quick then, Ragnar, does a 19 hit you?
Does a 19 hit me?
Yes, does a 19 hit you?
Yeah, 19 hits me.
Okay, so as you push him off to the side, and he clambers to the ground and says, Thank you, merciful. You get up, you begin to move, you walk. The minute you hit the doorway threshold, this dude has jumped up and has gotten onto your back and has stabbed you with a dagger. So you go ahead and take 3 points of piercing damage that you have
I shoot him in the head.
3 points of piercing that you have to do.
I shoot him in the head.
Okay, make your attack roll.
Nice. 18.
18, that hits. Go ahead and let me know if you roll higher than a 2.
Yep, I got a freaking 15.
Okay, so he jumps onto Ragnar's back and stabs him, and his head is like just enough in sight that you quickly knock the arrow, you release it, and it slams in between his eyes, and he falls off. Pippin, probably a good idea for you. You need to remember to start picking up arrows. So go ahead and collect all of the arrows that you shot.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me. I'll start.
Gotta make sure you keep track of your ammunition, because I know you made 3 attacks that one of them was broken. One of them went into this woman, but is now probably broken from her dying. So there's one in the training dummy, and then a total of 5 others that are in these monks. So you can get 6.
I only lost 1, right?
You lost 2. You shot 8, lost 2.
Okay.
Okay. Cool. All right. With that being said, we're gonna go ahead and move back to Oslek and Nihilus before we gotta move off with you guys in a different direction. So, Oslek, you guys wanted to move directly across the hallway because you checked out the other room, so you're moving now in this direction. As you move in this direction, you see you still have a series of doors. There's a door immediately on your left, as you guys that was at the end of the hall. There's now a door directly in front of you, about 20 feet off. Which isn't really too direct, and then a double door that's immediately on your right that spans about 10 feet.
Can I cast See Invisibility?
You can. You go ahead and cast See Invisibility. nothing has changed based on what is present.
I'm gonna open the room closest.
Which
Yeah.
room?
The one with the beds.
Okay, so you want to do the one that was at the end of the hall. Okay. So with that one, as you open up that door, it's a heavy wooden shutter that covers the window of this room, making it quite dark inside. And it is also very warm due to a large iron stove and a well-stoked fire. There are 10 uncomfortable looking pallets that lie on the floor amid tiny piles of iron arms and armor. This room is currently occupied by 6 dwarvish figures, all darkened skin and whitened hair. You've heard of these types of dwarves before, known as the Dwergar, and now you stand before 6 of them, the subterranean darkened kin of the dwarves. 6 Dwergar in this room, and as you immediately bust in, they all kind of, oh! What are you doing?
Can I roll a history check on the Dwergar?
Yeah, sure. Just remember, a lot of things are happening very quickly, so I can only tell you so much.
I got like a fucking 2.
That's 2. You've heard tales of the Dwergar, and now you find yourself in front of them.
What did they say to me?
Oi! What are you doing?
Inspecting rooms.
Inspecting rooms, my arse. You're the cause of the noise. Are you here to take our lives? They all start to grab for different, like one's got big wooden club. They're just grabbing things that are available in the room, like pots and pans. You will find this a little bit more difficult to take care of, Birdman.
If you find them precious, you may keep them. Just stay in here for a while.
Huh?
Their lives?
He looks at you confused, and he goes,
He said, are you here to take our lives? I said, if you find them precious, you may keep them. Just stay in here for a while. As in, their lives.
oh my goodness, I just got stumped.
That made sense, right? I'm not crazy.
It does when you repeat it. It didn't make
Okay.
sense immediately in the moment. He looks up at you, the kind of like the lead Dwergar. It goes, "That's not how this works, buddy. You broke into our home. So how about
And how
if
many homes have you disrupted?
Treasure your life. You're gonna go ahead and leave your weapon aside and stay in this room, or at least leave. rest are
Let's
coming.
close the door, because I don't really think that they're a threat.
Yeah, I'm just gonna close the door.
So you attempt to back up, and they all start moving closer, and they're like, at that point, they're gonna start making noise. Guards! Guards! They're here! Oh! when
Can I mend their door shut, or is that impossible?
When the Medusa finds you, you're all gonna be left out in the garden. You ready to get turned to stone, Birdman?
It's Medusa time.
Fuck, a fucking Medusa? Oh
Can
my God.
I fucking mend the door shut? That's not possible,
No,
right?
it's not broken. Yeah, you
I
back
can't,
up
like,
into the
met-
hall.
Yeah.
You want to keep running? Because I doubt they'll follow us.
I mean, I don't really want enemies behind us.
So we're just gonna kill some dwarves?
I'm gonna look at you and say, let's avoid killing if we can. And then I'm gonna fucking just kind of casually, like, take out my warhammer and my shield and just, like, start to take a few steps inward. And I'm actually, you know what, I'm just gonna go in, I'm gonna roll initiative, and I'm going to... Actually, no, I'm not. I'm not going to engage. I'm going to stand there and say...
These dwarves. There's 6 of them in here.
Yeah, I'm going to stand there, and I'm going to fucking put my shield out and hold my fucking warhammer in the air, and I'm going to ready an action for if they come into... When 3 get close enough to me, I'm going to cast Spirit Guardians.
Okay.
As a prepared
Wait, so are
action.
we still in the hallway then?
That requires you to start actually attempting to cast the spell. So
Wait,
you're
actually,
gonna
okay,
prepare a
I
spell,
lied.
yeah.
I don't want to pop that spell yet anyways.
Wait, so okay. So when he's like charging up for that spell, then can I ready myself so that if they try to attack him while he's preparing, I can protect him?
You can attempt.
I'm not going to
Let
cast.
me remind you.
Oh.
There are 6 of these dwarves that are now kind of in front of you, and they've started calling for guards, letting them know of your location. Which means there's potentially an innumerable amount of people who will be on their way here. So you have to make a very quick decision. It needs to be a quick decision, not I want to wait decision.
I
gonna
doubt
go in and
these
whack
dwarves
them.
are strong.
Take hostages.
I'm going to whack one.
Okay. Go ahead and roll initiative.
Wait, like you mean
Like
like
rolling 2.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm going to whack him.
How do you?
If it kills them, then we might as well just kill them quick. But
Ethan said we got to make a quick decision.
Okay. Let me know what you roll.
I got a 9.
13.
Okay.
Wait, do they have weapons?
They have range.
Yeah.
They have just like these. They don't have a lot of weapons on them. They have like clubs and makeshift weapons.
Doesn't it take an
Grabbing
action to Doesn't it take an action to pick up a weapon, Ethan?
Yeah, they already picked them up in front of you. You didn't do anything about it. You just let them do it. So I let
Come
them do
on.
it.
God damn it, Ethan.
Okay. I just gotta grab 2 more miniatures to account for the amount of Dwergar in this room.
I mean, if I've killed enough full-size humans before to know that half a human should be pretty easy.
You know, we'll see. And then we have to back you up because you're in the hallway. And bam. Okay.
So,
Ocelot,
so are we attacking them while they're coming out, or are we going?
No, I'm
basically,
fucking going in.
basically, Ocelot, it is your turn.
Nice.
You have a hodgepodge of Dwergar that are trying to rush through this door so that they can continue to alert the guards of your direction. So you take your warhammer and start swinging. Or what do you do? What do you want to do?
Fly.
I'm going to
That's fireball.
cast.
Purge week.
I'm going to try and force my way into the center of all of them. Can I?
No. You would need to make. Well,
You're
can
gonna get
try.
your ass
You
jumped.
can try,
Don't
but you
even.
would need to make an athletics roll. Would be a disadvantage because they have the numbers. So if they bond together, as dwarves are fond to do, they may be able to resist you. But you can.
And
give
you
it a
said
try.
that. You said athletics.
It would be a contested athletics check, but you would have disadvantage because they far outnumber you.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna cast Spirit Guardians and then do that then.
Okay, so use your action and go ahead and cast Spirit Guardians. What is the radius of Spirit Guardians around you?
I'm pretty sure it's 15 feet, but let me make sure.
Okay.
Set range self 15-foot radius, and it can afflict the people that I choose. When you cast this spell, you can designate any number of creatures you can see to be unaffected by it. An affected creature's speed is halved in the area, and when the creature enters the area for the first time on a turn, or starts its turn there, it must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the creature takes 3d8 radiant damage if you are good or neutral, or 3d8 necrotic damage if you are evil.
Yeah, so, and is it a 15-foot radius or 15-foot diameter?
What do you 15-foot radius?
15-foot radius centered on you. I would argue that would allow you to get all of the Dwergar upon that initial casting. As you go ahead and cast the Spirit Guardians, you clutch onto your holy symbol, the holy symbol of Ilmater. And Nihilus, you watch as this divine radiant energy begins to glow and surge around him as it seems to be drawing into this power source of his holy symbol. It then unleashes with a burst as a swirling kind of vortex of little angelic spirits begin to float and flutter around him, and then it spreads out and swells into this size. They have this brightened yellow, divine, like yellow and white mixed light, and all the Dwergar immediately are caught within its radiant flame. So go ahead, they need to do what exactly?
Wisdom.
A wisdom.
Wisdom saving throw.
Oh, you know, they have a +0 to that. 7, so go ahead and roll damage on that.
Cool. 3d8.
When he first cast that spell, can I immediately grab my journal and start sketching what I just saw?
You can attempt to. That would be.
I'll do that.
That'd be a
I'll
full
do that.
action on your turn.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was not as much damage as I wanted it to be.
What'd you get?
6. Yeah.
That's awesome.
I rolled a 4 and 2 1s.
Has a high of what? 24 because it's 3d8.
Yeah.
6. That's
A
crazy.
6.
All right, so the group takes a bit of damage. That is your action. You have a bonus action and a little bit of some movement.
I'm gonna bonus action. Shout, drop your weapons. Now.
Interesting.
Okay, I'll get to their response. And on their turn, is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
All right. The lead Dwergar, and most of them are kind of like, it burns! One of them in the back goes, it's a witch! Tackle her to the ground! And they're going to attempt to dogpile you. So I need you to go ahead and make a strength saving throw.
Dude, I'm in love with this. Is a dream of mine. How many of you have ever been dogpiled by a fucking group of dwarves, dude?
Yeah, but they're trying to jump you.
Nonetheless, this rare species of dwarves that are fucking not commonly seen, dude.
That is fair.
Dude, this is badass.
They rolled a 16. A 17. You have to contest with a strength saving throw.
By the way, Ethan, I don't want to...
How's the nat 20 sound, Ethan? You want to see it? How's the nat 20 sound? How's the nat 20 sound?
The nat 20, the nat 20 sounds pretty dope. So, as they begin to... they're trying to overwhelm you from the doorway, but you take your circular moon-shaped shield, and luckily enough, it's actually, if you were to put it directly in front of you, it's wider than the door frame. So you take it, you plant yourself, and slam up against the door, and because they're dwarves, and you dip down enough so that you can get at an angle to where they can't get underneath you, they just push into it, and you're able to hold them off. So they fail in their collective group action to tackle you, but their collective bonus action is to shout for more guards. So they're like, guards, help, we're dying!
Fucking snitches, dude. God damn.
I need the two of you to go ahead and make a perception check for me, please.
Okay.
$23.
23, you definitely hear it.
17.
17, you hear it faintly. Ocelot, you hear to your right, somewhere, behind one of these doors, you hear someone that sounds caught off guard. How? How did it get out? Who let it? And you hear this. That's what you hear. Nihilus, you hear that faintly.
I'm. Oh, sorry.
It is not your turn. Nihilus, you are up.
Sorry.
You know, I'll start attacking the dwarves too. So are they like all piled onto him right
They're
now?
kind of all piled behind his or in front of his shield.
Can you reach them?
Yeah, am I able to reach that with my short sword?
Yeah, I would say that you can get kind of right up next to him and just like, because he's ducked down, you can stab over him.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start stabbing. Oh, that's like a fucking like Roman thing. Like, everyone blocks and like spears and shit. Anyways,
Go for it. Make an attack roll.
I'll attack the first person I see.
Yeah. I'm gonna remove his dexterity bonus to his dexterity or to his armor class because he's caught in a little dog pile. He's in the front. He can't move, so he can't really dodge.
I rolled a 15.
A 15 that definitely hits. You do have sneak attack on this attack.
So, then do I add do 2d6?
It should be 3 now that you're level 5.
Oh, 3 now?
You
Oh,
might
you're
want to
right.
check just to make sure, but I'm pretty positive it's 3d6.
I don't have a player's handbook on
Yeah,
me,
hey, Nick,
but
can you check
I
real
want to
quick?
say you're right.
Yeah, check Rogue sneak attack real quick while Omar's rolling damage for Nihilus. Just to make sure if it's 5d or 3d6 by level 5. But go ahead and roll the damage on your short sword first.
It is.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do right now.
Okay, and then you'll have an additional 3d6 of sneak attack.
You get uncanny dodge, or Omar.
Yeah.
No,
that-
yeah, no, I know that. Okay. So for my short sword, just regular, it is 10
10?
points of damage.
Okay.
And then for 3d6,
Mhm.
it would be 10 again. So 20 points of damage.
All right. Yeah. You catch that dwarf in the kind of like, you know how there's a gap in your collarbone where your shoulder is, where you can feel like the softness of your neck. You stab right there down to the hilt, and you pull that blade out, and he can't move, so he's dead, but he's caught in this dog pile and just bleeding.
That's so fucked up.
Yeah,
Oh
very
my God.
unfortunate for him. And that is your action.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. Then. I mean, they can't really attack me. Can I just take my blade out of him and ready for stabbing the next victim?
Absolutely.
I guess.
Yeah, 100%.
Attacker.
Oslak, it's your turn.
I'm gonna look at Nihilus. I'm gonna go, Nihilus, down the hallway, quick. And then I'm gonna fucking hold my shield. And will my spirit guardian still hit all of them?
It will. Yeah. So on their turn, right? They start their turn or end their turn.
The first time on a turn starts its turn there. Yeah.
So at the beginning of their turn, they'll make a save and take damage, as long as you stay
Should-
put.
Should they have taken an extra D8 last time then, or a 3D8?
No, because it happened upon initial casting. It's not going to happen in that same.
Okay.
Well,
I'm going to.
Actually, no, it should have, because their turn was immediately after you, and upon standing in that, they should have taken damage. So I will take ownership of that. They're going to roll a wisdom save real quick, because technically the word, it's a 2. Go ahead and roll 3d8 real quick. Before
1, 2,
you decide
3.
what to do with your turn.
I rolled a 14 this time.
14. All of those, 5 are still alive.
Damn.
Do they look fucked up?
They look to be on spiritual fire. And not in a good way. Not in the way of like, oh man, that guy came to Jesus recently. Like, oh my god, this guy's burning alive.
If I casted sleep, would it look like it would make them all go snoop,
That is a great question. You're not really sure how sleep functions with different races. As elves can't magically be put to sleep, you can give it a shot, but I will tell you neither nor.
That's a good point.
Yeah,
Wait, would I know since I know Dwarvish or no? Would I
say
know that
no.
at all?
I would say if you were specifically a drow elf, I would probably have given you that knowledge. Anything that lived in the Underdark.
Okay.
I'm gonna. Is the leader on the ground that Omar stabbed?
He's pressed in between the group and your shield. Like you're just looking at his dead body.
He's dead?
He has not dropped yet because the group is pushing him into you. And
But he's
Wait, so
dead?
I killed the leader?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm gonna contested strength and push back at them, and I'm
Your
gonna.
shield can't get through the door.
Oh, okay,
So
okay,
it's
okay.
good to keep it safe on your side. Real quick before you guys start talking, the Dwergar do not give the impression as if they are suddenly caught wanting to retreat.
Okay.
Yeah, so they look like now they're in the mode of like, okay, we gotta kill these guys, or at least get the guards on you to kill you.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna, like I said, I shouted at Nihilus to go. Hopefully, yeah, I shouted at Nihilus that I'd like her to go down the hallway.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to. I guess I'll just fucking swing my warhammer at them.
Okay. Actually, they're past the 5-foot range because you have a dead body in between you, so none's within reach. If you had a reach weapon, you'd be able to.
Okay, I'll
You
use.
need to wait for that body to hit the floor.
I'll use Word of Radiance.
Word of Radiance. Okay, it's a cantrip. What is your Word of Radiance?
Give up now. Let your leader take the pain. Fuck, I fucked up, Ethan. I was trying to be cool and I fucked it up. Let me.
That's
Okay.
good. You're good.
Alright. Let your leader endure the pain for you all before you die. Fucking, that's kind of brutal, but whatever.
So
That's what I thought
what
of.
do I gotta do?
Con save on Each creature of your choice that you can see within range must succeed on a con saving throw or take 1d6 of damage.
Okay, what's the?
Oh, at 5th level, 2d6.
Right, because it's a cantrip. So what's the range?
5 feet.
So you can't use that.
Fuck. God
Because
damn it.
there's a body in front of you. Yeah.
Yeah, my bad. I didn't look at the feet
problem.
before I.
No problem. So yeah, you're kind of stuck until they start their turn.
I'm just gonna fucking prepare an action, and if they get close enough, I'm gonna do Word of Radiance.
Okay, go ahead and roll your 3d8 from your Spirit Guardians. They rolled a 12 as a collective group.
Okay. 11.
11. All 5 of them die.
All of them are dead?
All 5 of them die.
Nice.
Yeah, the other 5 die and caught in the spiritual flames. Now, as they die, you see the bodies hit the floor, and as the bodies hit the floor, almost immediately upon the drop, you are caught a bit off guard as the doorway in front of you is broken through. The being, the creature that has done this, large muscular torso, humanoid torso, yet oddly furred. You see hands that are humanoid yet large cloven hoofed feet, a large bovine face, and which, by the way, body's covered in blood, and a sword, a long sword that is currently seemed to have been picked up somewhere, not in here, which is in both hands, and this Minotaur has bursted through the door, and you see behind him a score of dead bodies in the kitchen room, or sorry, in the meal hall directly behind the Minotaur. Now, the Minotaur takes the initial opportunity looking at you, Oslek, because you're the first human, or you're the first thing that it sees, and you get the impression that this thing right now purely sees red. And so he's sitting there. You, next.
Am I allowed to speak to it?
You absolutely are allowed to speak to it, and you can see with your passive perception that there are dead cultists behind him, of the Sacred Stone monks.
Thanks for helping me out back there. Now, if you don't want to be mounted on my wall, I would recommend you not trying me.
He takes 2 steps and gets closer to you. I'm not some bar wench bird. The only one that's going to be doing mounting is you.
You look powerful to me. I never questioned your strength. I'm just saying, in the power of Ilmater, you will lose here. I promise you that.
Ilmater.
And then I'm going...
Did you say
Yeah.
Ilmater?
I didn't stutter, did I?
My tears light. He puts the blade kind of into a body, because there was a guy that he burst into the door with, and impales the dead body with this blade. How did you get in here? I didn't see you before. You can see he seems exhausted. He's breathing heavy. He's matted in blood and drenched in sweat.
We walked in.
Through the front door.
You just walked in?
Well,
More like
we
barged
Alright.
in.
Very well. Well, there's a bunch here, and there's a bunch of prisoners that I had to leave behind that are downstairs. They're still there. We have to save them by Tyr's light. His justice must be squandered. Must not be squandered. All of these people must die.
Well, maybe we can keep a few around and question them.
He takes a step closer. Did you not hear me, bird? They're keeping prisoners down there. We save the prisoners. We can ask them questions. But we gotta kill all the people.
Even if they forfeit their right their will to fight right in front of you.
Oh, you speak like one of them clerics. Yeah, big words. Well, we'll see what those people have to say against my blade. And he looks up at you, and he gives you a quick little nod. The name's Poltra. And he grabs his sword in hand and kind of keeps it together. I've killed a few of these, and it's time to keep killing more.
I hold out my feathered humanoid hand. Oslek, a pleasure.
And he shakes it. All right, and you officially have found Poltra, who is now going to be with you guys. And
That's
move
pretty
these guys
cool.
out of the way.
Ultra died this session.
You can put Poltra. No, because this is before his campaign. He absolutely cannot die this session. That would shatter the time-space continuum.
Oh, so Poltra's not busted yet?
This is not Poltra.
This is like young
This
Poltra.
is younger Poltra.
Wait, so were you a slave, or what the fuck's going on in there?
Don't worry about it. You'll figure it out. You're good. I didn't tell
Well,
him.
we can ask him after.
No, I didn't tell him.
Damn, I could have... Dude,
Because I know
dude,
y'all
imagine if
talk.
we
I know
killed
y'all talk,
Poltra.
so I didn't tell him shit. Yeah,
Dude, I should have just said... I should have just said, I charge fucking forward and attack, dude.
Yeah,
I should have killed...
You would have had to fight him. And he
Yeah.
has 2 divine smites left, so good luck with that. That being said, Ragdoc and Pippin, you guys are in the hallway. You hear screaming, loud sounds coming from the hall, back from the area that you came from. So you can assume that at this moment, Oslek and Nihilus are quite busy. What would you guys like to do?
Wait. You didn't roleplay his voice properly. His voice hadn't dropped yet until his balls got kicked.
Oh,
because his voice didn't get raised until the first time he got his balls kicked. This
Who
wasn't
kicked his
that time.
He started the campaign with a high-pitched voice.
I'm well aware.
He's-
I was not gonna be the guy that kicked down this door and said, "Okay, guys, we gotta kill him." No.
Come on, dude. A Minotaur.
Hey,
Yeah,
Gabe,
exactly.
you can do it right now.
You do the first thing.
Okay, what do you guys do?
Well, if I hear
I
screaming,
want to go the way that they said the leaders were, but I also, what other ways are there? The screaming is obviously the way that our teammates went.
Yeah,
one.
yeah. So
But, like,
you don't know what they ran into, but you have heard some screaming.
You want to go over to them?
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna go back to the team.
Okay, so you guys quickly run around the building and are able to quite quickly make it to the hallway that they're in. And you actually, I will say that they have walked into the mess hall at this point. So by the time that you turn the corner and are walking in here, you see a room packed with dead Dwergar, dark-skinned dwarves, and you immediately turn the corner and see a busted-down door with a double door sitting right on your side. And you can see for the most part, just, clothed in some nice cloth pants, but for the most part unclothed, Minotaur, having a conversation with Oslek and Nihilus. And as you guys turn the corner, as you turn the corner, you can see that he's shaking hands with Oslek, sees you, grabs Oslek's arm, and throws him behind him. He goes, "Bird, they're behind you!" And then he grabs the sword, and he's gonna go ahead and kind of like run up as if he's gonna charge.
No, they're our ally. Do not.
And he kind of stops and looks. He goes, "But that one's red!" And he points at Ragnar. "Red ones are not good."
I wish he wasn't red either. I think blue would be more pleasant on the eyes, but
They're
we
not good
can't
either.
change that now.
The blue ones aren't good either. Are you
But
good?
trust,
Are you good, Red Lizard?
Ozlik, who's this talking bovine?
Where'd you get the
It's
Talking bovine? At least I'm not a lizard.
his name is Poltra, and we will treat each other with respect while we are on the same team here. Now, better yet, there are prisoners downstairs. Let's stop bickering and help
There's
them.
plenty. There's plenty of prisoners. We have to get them from the Medusa.
Wait, have any
Medusa?
of you seen Medusa? Have you seen it?
Have I seen it? Yes, I've seen it. Him.
Well,
They
Medusa.
speak of him. They call him a prophet.
Can I
What?
can I roll a history check on Medusa?
It's a
No, just-
nature or nature or history. Your choice.
No, but just put two and two together because there's petrified people outside. and we know that it wasn't caused by like magic. It was more of like a natural thing.
Yeah, the
And so-
only creatures you could think of at the time were basilisks and wizards.
Oh, but not a Medusa.
You
Oh,
hadn't
right,
thought-
right.
Yeah, you hadn't rolled high enough to consider a Medusa.
Okay.
Well, he said Medusa.
Yeah, well, yeah, obviously. Welcome to the circle of information.
Oh, the dude that teleported away.
That dude did say Medusa. Yeah.
I got a
Oh wait, no, he
12.
No, the guy
That-
running away said or tried to say Medusa, or the dwarf.
I got a 12,
A
Ethan.
12. You have never heard of any historical account of Medusas operating in a prophetic position. They're normally mythological creatures, and when I say mythology, I don't mean in like D&D, because obviously like Minotaur, you're standing next to a Minotaur, but mythological in the sense of like they're always told in the sense of stories, and they're normally the monsters. They're not sentient. They're never given intelligence in those stories. So it's a little bit unusual.
Poltra, is it a literal Medusa, or is it just their
No.
name? Or,
No,
of
it's a
a,
literal Medusa. It's a man. Yeah, they call him
Ah.
a prophet, the prophet of Earth.
You know how to kill it?
Do I know how to kill it? Sword.
Yeah.
Right at the neck.
how do we avoid letting it turn us to stone?
Don't look at it. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I don't.
Would I be able to wrap a thin layer of cloth over my eyes?
You could attempt to, and hope it works.
Hope it works.
Yeah, I won't tell you either or until you're in front of it.
Okay, well, technically, okay. If this is a safety precaution, I'm going to wrap this cloth around my eyes.
Birdman,
But-
Birdman, if we gotta fight a Medusa, don't shoot yourself in the leg. We gotta fight
I can't look at it.
No, obviously, so look away. Don't cover your eyes. You can't look at it.
I can see slightly through this. It's not
Oh,
completely.
great! So it can slightly see you. Don't you see how that works? That your logic, Birdman, is not good.
Have you tried this before, Poltra?
I've thought of it.
You
As
never
said
tried.
it, as you said it, and it didn't sound good. So I.
Well, maybe one of us.
He literally puts a thumbs down in front of you. Just
Which part of it should we not look at?
probably its face. That's how Medusas
All right.
work.
Well,
My tears of light. Have none of you guys ever faced a Medusa before?
I've heard of it in stories, but I've never fought one.
All right. Well, okay. Outside of that, we have one small problem. The people here, okay, and a good group of them are dead. And he kind of like points to the carnage of the room around you, as you can see. And because they're dead, let me real quick restart the sound.
Ooh.
Does it shut off? Actually, I wonder if I just want to make sure, because all the music's gone. Wrong song. There we go. He looks around at the room of carnage that surrounds him in this mess hall. How did you guys find this place, first off? Do you even know where you are? Who these people are?
Vaguely. We're all kind of looking for different things, but here most.
Well, you found the bunch. Okay, these people are not monks. They're fanatics. They're zealots. They're religious heretics, is what they are. Their blasphemy and their heresy will burn them and condemn them by Tyr's just nature. They are part of a group known as the Cult of Black Earth. Okay, that's what they worship. They worship the stone. They worship the ground. They believe that it speaks to them. And that is why this Medusa is a prophet to them, because he can turn people into the very thing that they worship. He turns them to stone. I've never heard him be spoken of, and I've only seen him once. But they have a priest here. I know that priest, and he turns over to his side, and you can see a burn mark that seems recently singed in. And him and I are going to have a really nasty conversation later today. Okay? His name's Carbo, and he's further in. Now, does anyone have any other questions? Because I gotta get to killing.
Why? When did you get here, Poltra?
I don't remember. It was a while ago. They ambushed my. I traveled in with an order of knights. We were riding through. The Samba Hills when we got ambushed. They
Did you
came out of
just?
the ground.
Did you just break out? I'm confused.
Well, yes. Of course I just broke out. There was a loud bang, and the guy turned around and he's like, "Oh, what was that loud bang?" And I was like, "Me." And I reached in behind him and I slammed him against the bars and I broke his neck. He had a key on him, so I grabbed it and opened the door. He wasn't ready for that. Can't see me. And he kind of sits there, he's like, "Can't see me."
All right,
Wait,
well,
it was from a caravan in the somber.
he's from the caravan we've been looking for.
No. He said he traveled in with a group of knights, not with a caravan. So he may be separate.
Oh. Well, there's no point in wasting any more time. Let's get down there.
That's my point. Yeah. Just give me just uno momento.
Give me uno momento.
Anyways, so the way he leads you, and he actually knows the direction of which to go. So I'm going to go ahead and remove a good chunk of the fog from over here.
Oh my god.
He leads you in this direction. What is the walking order?
Me, I'm in the front.
Back first. Me first.
I'm in the front.
Poltra is leading.
I'm in the second front.
I'm
Okay.
side by side with Poltra.
Okay.
At least
I'm side by side by Poltra by Ragnarok.
Okay. I'll just put you guys in the back like that. Boom. Okay. So he brings you around. It's like a small little like transition hallway, and he brings you into this large room. Now, in this room, there are 4 large columns of natural rock which dominate a shrine. There's a wide set of steps that descends into darkness in the center of the room, in front of a stone-like slab altar. Large copper-sheathed doors stand in the middle of the southern wall. It's to your right, and smaller doors exit to the east and west, one of which you just came from. 2 narrow windows in the north wall emit thin fingers of light from outside, and above the altar, a triangular symbol has been chiseled into the heavy stone blocks of the wall. The same symbol that you've seen repeated in this building. It's a triangle with a line that cuts up at the bottom, about halfway up to the middle. In this room, you see that there are currently 3 people in here. Now, these people are a little bit more distinguished than any of the other cultists that you've seen before. The reason why is because 2 of the current warriors of this room are encased in a set of plate armor made of pure stone, carrying these massive stone bludgeoning weapons. The other one is a priestly figure, who is also in a set of stone armor, but not plated. Those 3 are standing around the altar, so I'm going to go ahead because they're a little bit more encased. We're going to go like this.
Ethan,
Yeah, I can hear.
can I? But like while we were going down the stairs, could I have used one of my class abilities, which
What
just
stairs?
or when we were getting into the room before we went in, I wanted to use fucking It just gives me one for it. It says as an action, you can give one creature your touch, including yourself, advantage on the next initiative roll.
Yeah, and you want to do that on yourself?
Yeah.
That's perfect.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Okay, as you open the door, the priestly figure's the one that's in front, and he turns and he can see you guys, and it looks like him and his guards were getting ready to descend into the stairwell. And he stops himself, he looks at you. The prophet will not allow you to continue any further. You will become one with the earth today.
Surrender.
Gods, we will not leave any survivors. And it is time to put the beast, looking over at Poltra, back in with his plague pet. With that, I need you to go ahead and roll initiative for me.
Yo, give me. Let me.
Oh yeah.
Let me cook, dude.
Let Nick cook.
Bro, what the hell?
What do you get? Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, you got a good one, but mine's better. I got 26.
What?
Okay.
I got 19.
19. Wait, who got
Oh.
19?
Yeah,
Everybody else
but,
did it.
yeah, but Omar has more decks, so you go first.
Yeah, so Omar, you'll take the first of the 19s. What's your dex, Ragnar?
12.
Okay, you'll take the second of the 19. The third is going to be someone else.
Oh, alright.
So we have Pippin at a 26. We have Nihilus at a 19. Ragnar at a 19. Ocelot?
13.
Okay. All right, Pippin, you're the first one up.
The priest is still visible, right?
Yep.
Alright, I want to make all 3 of my attacks for this first round at him, but before I do that, I want to use my bonus action to center spike growth on their grouping. It has a 20-foot radius, so that would be a 40-foot diameter.
To do what?
I want to cast spike growth under
Okay.
their feet.
Is that an action?
It is an action, you're right. Darn it, I thought it was I
Man, you're
can't
trying
attack
to unload the ungodly levels of pain, man. If only you were hasted.
Darn it, that's fine. Yeah, I'm gonna do spike growth and the
So you're gonna
And
start
then-
with the spike growth first.
yeah, because I don't even know what else I could do. Let me look real quick.
You can either make your first round of attacks if you want to get that dread ambush, or go for the spike growth. And then Pippin, you will need to move just around this pillar so that you can aim. If you're gonna do whatever you need to do, just so you can see.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do that. But no, I'm gonna skip on that. I am gonna go with the spike growth first, and then
So what happens?
so spike growth. All that happens is the ground in a 20-foot radius, centered on a point within range, which
Yeah.
is 100 feet, twists and sprouts hard spikes and thorns. The area becomes difficult terrain for the duration.
Okay.
When a creature moves into or within the area, it's 2d4 piercing damage for every 5 feet.
Okay.
The transformation of the ground is camouflaged to look natural. Any creature that can't see the area at the time the spell is cast must make a wisdom check against my save DC to recognize the terrain as heavy.
Okay.
but
So what
they-
we need to do is we need to pick a spot for it to start at, and 20 feet would be 2 blocks in every direction, because each block is 10 feet. Okay. So where would you like to center this?
Well, so it's a 20-foot radius, so that would be
Right,
a
20
40
feet in every direction from the point that you choose.
Okay.
So it's 2 blocks in each way, because each block is 10 feet.
They're in that grouping, right?
Correct.
Or where?
So if you put it directly in between them, the spike growth would go right up to where Poltra and Ragnarok are at, but it wouldn't cover them. So they couldn't go further, otherwise they would walk into it.
I want to push it 10 more feet back so that Ultra can get right up to them to attack. If
Okay,
that's possible.
perfect. So that means you're going to put him right here. Spike growth. Okay, good deal. Spike growth has been set, so what needs to happen? What do I got to do?
No, it's only when a creature moves into or within the area, it takes 2d4 piercing damage for every 5 feet it travels. So it's only when they move that they take damage. But for every 5 feet that they move, it's 2d4 piercing damage.
Okay.
And that'll be it for my turn.
All right. Nihilus. So you watch Nihilus as Pippin moves around the side and then goes ahead. And real quick, how do you cast your natural magic? This is the first time you ever done like a full spell.
Wait, my what?
Your natural magic, because this is woodland magic. This is the first time that you casted a full spell, and not like an arrow spell or a hunter's mark. So what does this look like?
Can I wanna... Oh, man. Like, this is just purely visual, right?
Yeah. Just for aesthetics.
I want to reach into my little like coin pouch bag.
Yeah.
And I want to pull out just some leaves,
Okay.
and I want to crumple them up in my hand.
Yeah. Crumple them up, and you can feel them all brittle.
Yeah, and then just kind of a big broad arm motion and let them all go.
Yeah, and as it flies out, they all land onto the ground, and the ground behind the Black Earth guards and the Black Earth priest begins to erupt out with a spike in growth. So it pushes a bit out of the stone floor, and you can see it's coming in around the cracks and laying out around in this 20-foot radius from that position. So Nihilus, you see that as he runs around. It's your turn. What would you like to do?
So I'm assuming the guy that's in front of, like, in the trio, the one in the front, is that the priest, or is that
Correct.
like a stone?
Yep,
it
the
is?
priest. Yeah, he's also in stone armor, but it looks of a lesser type than the guards.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to move 10 feet, huh? Yeah. I'm gonna move diagonally, like, to him. So I'm gonna move 20 feet.
Okay, so you're gonna move through Pultra and Ragnarok to get up, like.
Actually, no. Sorry. I'm gonna stand next to, like, Pultra and Ragnarok. I'll stand, like, well, that's 20 feet.
So there's pillars here on both sides of them, so they're kind of encased. So you can walk through them. You could technically even walk here if you wanted to. Be a little bit off to the side.
If I do that, if I switch Nightshade to her whip form, would that still, like, reach the priest?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do that then.
Okay, so you, unsheathing your short sword, press the button, watch it turn into its whip form. You maneuver around Ragnarok, and as you do, you go ahead and make an attack.
Yeah.
Okay, go for it. Make your attack roll.
I got 12.
12. That is actually going to miss. So, the whip smacks, and it smacks. It clacks against the stone armor, but it does nothing because it's hardened stone armor. And he doesn't flinch. So, that is going to be your action, your movement. Is there anything else you want to do?
Can I actually use... I was wondering, can I use my feline agility to move around the pillar next to me to go behind the guy on his left?
Yeah, you could. You can go 10, 20, 30.
Yeah, I'm going to go behind.
You would need to be around here because there's a spike growth here.
Oh, there is?
Yeah. So
wait,
there's a spike growth. Basically,
I couldn't...
Basically, there's a spike growth here.
What can I do, like...
And so you could have moved 5 or 10, 20, 30.
Can I still reach the other guy, like, with my whip form?
That one is probably not. Well, how much is the reach? Is it 15?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can reach him.
Okay, then I'll just wait for that. Then I'll ready myself.
Cool. All right, Ragnar, you are up.
My rage ended, huh?
It did, yeah.
But you're rage.
Do it again.
Okay, go ahead and roll on your wild magic table.
It's a good thing when you get to rage.
Wow.
That's different. That's different. For sure. What number did you get, dude? Right here.
Wing pattern.
Yeah. One. Oof.
Wild magic.
Oh my gosh.
Dang.
What is it?
Maria.
Oh, okay. Each creature of my choice that I can see within 30 feet have to succeed on a con saving throw or take 1d12 necrotic damage.
Yo,
And then I also gain 1d12 temporary hit points.
Yeah, you got beefy.
Damn.
Bruh. All right, cool. So the priest rolls a 16, and the guards roll a 5.
Okay, the 16 succeeds, but the 5s fail.
Okay, so if he succeeds, does nothing happen?
Yeah, must succeed or take damage.
Okay, so the priest is safe, the guards are not. So go ahead and roll damage on them for the necrotic damage. As you rage, a burst of necrotic energy, of necrotic magic, uncontrollable, flares out around you, and as it washes over the everyone around you, the guards specifically, it seems to be draining them of their life force.
Okay. And it's 7 necrotic damage.
Okay. That
But
is
by the
your
way-
bonus action.
Oh, yeah, huh?
Yeah.
Hey Nick, how long does your spell last?
Until I want it to go away, or for 10 minutes.
Oh damn.
Quite
Okay.
some time. That's gonna be fun. Is it a concentration spell?
Yeah.
Cool. Good to know.
Ethan, by the way, my spirit guardian lasts 10 minutes, so I believe it's still up.
Yeah, you still have it.
Okay.
Wait, is there any way I can go up to someone without stepping in the spike thing?
Yeah, you can walk up to the priest.
Yeah, I'll walk up to him.
Okay, so you walk directly up to the priest.
And I'm gonna attack him.
Go for it.
Let's go, baby. Over. First one's a 23.
20. Fuck. Okay, that hits.
Woo! Oh god. And the second one's a 24.
Damn it. Okay, that one hits as well. You were so close. He was gonna attempt to shield. You were so fucking close. You just needed to roll a few numbers below. Pissy.
Uh, 21 damage in total.
One damage. Okay. Yeah, you just come in with Janice a swing and start slamming into him in different areas. Okay. All right, and that's your turn.
Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. You watch as the priest grabs off of his belt line a vial. He uncorks that vial. As a bonus action, he downs it. Then what he's going to do on his action is he's going to cast one of two spells. The first spell he's going to cast using his first action is going to be slow. So, you watch as he begins this incantation and begins speaking in a language that none of you guys know. No one here knows Terran, right?
Wait, no one knows what?
Terran.
No.
I don't
Anyone
even
know
know.
Primordial?
I know Primordial.
Okay, so you actually understand what he's saying because he's
So I
speaking
do.
in the primordial language of Terran.
Oh.
And so as he is beginning to speak, you watch as he grabs into a pouch and pulls out like a sludgy mixture of molasses, and he takes it and slaps it against his hand, and he kind of looks at all of you and goes, "Let the blackened earth crust your legs! Let it slow your movement!" And as he stretches the molasses out, the magical energy actually consumes the material, and these glyphs begin to appear. One for every single one of you. And he's going to go ahead and cast it on all 5 of you. So I need you all to make a saving throw for me, please. And that is a wisdom save.
Ooh.
And we're going to just go down the line. So Gabe, what did you roll for Oslek?
Fuck. A 9. I'm gonna use my inspiration that I have saved.
Okay.
No.
Uh-oh. Not
A
good.
7.
A 7. Okay, you fail.
Technically, do I get to take the other one?
The 9?
Yeah,
Yeah, you can take the 9.
because I didn't add the proficiency to it yet. I
Okay, so
rolled a 7. I rolled a 2. Wait, I rolled a 2 twice. Wait, no, I didn't. I rolled a fucking. I added the 5. That's all I added. So I rolled a 4 plus 5.
Okay.
So I didn't add the proficiency. So I would have
You
a
get
12.
That's also a failure. Ragnar, what'd you roll?
9.
You fail. Pippin?
17.
You succeed. Nihilus?
6.
You also fail. And Pultra
Roll high, baby.
succeeds. So, for those of you that have failed, Nihilus,
You know-
Ragnar, and Oslek, The three of you have the following detriments. Your speed is halved. Your armor class and your dex saving throws take a -2 penalty.
Nah, way.
You cannot use reactions. Similarly, so you can't use reactions. And similarly, on your turn, you can either use an action or a bonus action, but you cannot take both.
What the fuck?
And Ragnar.
That's a feat.
Ragnar.
Huh?
Because you have extra attack, you can only make one attack on your turn.
Man, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
Is this a wisdom save every round?
That's a great question. At the end of your turn, you'll be able to make another one. And then, Oslek, you do have to let me know if you're going to attempt to cast a spell. There's an additional thing here for you if you attempt to cast a spell. Sweet deal. That's his first action, because he just downed a potion of haste. And on his second action, he's going to go ahead and attempt to cast the spell Earth Tremor. He's going to do so by moving up here, taking his 5...
Did he walk into my Spirit Guardians?
Yes, he will walk into your Spirit Guardians, so we'll get to that in a moment. What is the damage he takes, Pippin, from your Spike Growth?
Wait, how many feet did he travel?
He walked a total of 10 feet.
So he took 1, 2, 5, 8. 8 points of damage.
Okay. I'm going to get to him casting a spell first, and then we'll get to your Spirit Guardians. So he's going to go ahead and cast Earth Tremor at a 3rd level. So I need Ragnarok and Poltra to go ahead and make I believe it's a dex saving throw. Yes, a dexterity saving throw.
And it's a -2, right?
You have a -2 to that throw. Poltra does succeed, so he is going to... he is going to be fine.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Nice. What's the number? 14.
14. You fail. So you are going to go ahead and take a total of 3, 5, 10 points of bludgeoning damage that you have to 5, and you are knocked prone. As when he runs up to this area, he basically jumps and slams his fist into the ground, causing the ground in a 10-foot radius around him to tremor and then burst upwards. It knocks you off your guard, flipping you onto your back. You take damage from both the explosion of the earth as well as the impact of the ground. Poltra seemingly was prepared for this and was able to avoid getting knocked around. That is going to go ahead and be his full turn. And now we have Oslek. If you can go ahead and roll your damage for me. His save is a 15.
Mine's a 16.
Okay, so go ahead and roll damage. And then it will be your turn.
11.
11 points of damage.
Is this like this is like the big honcho priest dude?
This is a priest dude.
How many priest dudes are in here and just guards are in here?
There's
Is it
just
2?
one priest dude and 2 guards present.
Does the priest dude look pretty fucked up, or?
That's a great question.
Can I roll a perception check,
I
or?
would say as you move around him, it's hard to see because of his armor is encasing him in stone. It's hard to get an idea of what he looks like.
How does the stone look?
It looks like a gray stone. It looks pretty nice, actually. It's honestly, it's kind of cool.
It doesn't look cracked or anything?
No, his armor is withholding really well. His armor's not damaged, but it's hard to see like whether or not like he's exhausted or if he's breathing heavy, because these guys are stalwart warriors. They are as immovable as mountains, so they're a little bit more difficult to read. But it is your turn, and so you just gotta let me know. You have an
how many guards are alive?
There's 2, and they haven't moved yet.
Do the guards look pretty wimpy?
No. These guys look like giant hulking dudes encased in stone armor. They look everything but wimpy.
Okay, I'm going to cast Channel Divinity Twilight Sanctuary.
Okay.
And as an action, you present your holy symbol, and the sphere of twilight emanates from you. The sphere centered on you has a 30-foot radius and is filled with dim light. The sphere moves with you. It lasts for a minute or until you are incapacitated or die. Whenever a creature, including you, ends its turn in the sphere, you can grant that creature one of these benefits. Either you grant it temporary hit points equal to 1d6 plus your cleric level, or you end one effect on it, causing to be charmed or frightened.
Okay. So you go ahead and cast that. You use your channel divinity, gathering the divine pool, divine well source of your ether energy that you get from Illuminator. Unleashing that in this display. What would you... is there a place you want to move? What specifically are you wanting to do with it so that we can start getting this happening?
I mean, is everyone in my circle? It's a 30-foot radius.
The only person that's in that is the priest.
Okay, and sorry, it's kind of hard to see the map from my phone. Can you kind of point me to where everyone is again?
Yeah. So with my little laser pointer here, you are this guy right here.
Okay.
Okay, this is the priest, and these are the guards. Now each square is 10 feet, so if it's 30 feet...
Oh,
you could get
I
to
forgot
about
that.
here. Yeah, you can get to about here with it. So if you want, you have 15 feet of movement because you're slowed. You could just move right up here, and that'd be 10, 20, 30. I would allow you to get these guys, but you would need to move.
Yeah, I'll move.
Okay, so you go ahead and move just up, just enough. Okay.
And then I'm going to use that feature since it includes myself and I'm ending my turn to add a d6 to my HP.
Okay.
As temp hit points.
Okay. You get 6 temp hit points. And is there any other effect that happens?
No, it's a d6 plus my cleric level.
Okay.
But I gotta say, you were right because I rolled a 1, so it was a 6.
Nice.
But sorry. No, it just it fills the area with dim light. So if there's any brighter in here, it's dim now.
It's dimmer now. Nice.
Yeah.
So an aura of darkness that emanates from Oslek as he maneuvers around this pillar. For all of our traveling companions, all of our party members, you've never seen anything like this before. You've never seen the gods of twilight and darkness be brought into the material plane in such a manner that begins to affect the natural lighting of the world around you. Albeit, that is his turn because he can only use an action. He does use half his movement.
Wait, does my spirit guardian hit anyone new now?
It does not. No, not far enough.
Fuck.
So Pulcher's up, and he's going to take his longsword, and he's going to attempt a divine smite against the priest. He misses the first one.
No.
And he only has one attack because he's not 5th level.
Oh no.
Yeah. Because
No.
that happens later. So he misses. He misses his attack, and the blade slices across the stone armor but can't cut through. And because of that, the Divine Smite doesn't unleash, and that is his action, and so that is what he's going to do. That being said, it is now the guards' turn. Guards are going to move, 10. And then this one, well actually this one's going to move 10. So they both move 10 feet, Pippin, in your spike growth.
That'd be another, 2, 3.
Ragnar, I'm so sorry for what I'm about to do to you.
That's 8 more damage to the both of them.
8 to the 2. Okay, Ragnar, you're going to get a combined total of 4 attacks. All 4 are at advantage because you are currently prone.
Oh my gosh, dude. Oh
The
my
first
God.
one is a 21. The second is an 18. Do both those hit?
Yeah, they both did.
Okay, so on the first one, you take 6 points of piercing damage, you have to 3. And the second as well, 6 you have to 3. So you take 6 total from the first guard. The second guard's going to make his 2 attacks. The first of which is a 21, so we know that hits.
Holy
The second of which is a 17.
These guys get big. We're gonna see.
Do those hit as well?
Yeah, they both hit.
Okay. And the first one's going to be another 6 turned to 3. The second one's a 5 that you also turn to 3. So you take 12 points of piercing damage as they start slamming morning stars into your body.
Damn it.
No, you can take it. You can
There
take
goes,
it.
there goes my
Dude,
temporary
this is
health.
just abs day.
Yeah. So they bring
Nope.
they're bringing these large stone morning stars and just slamming them into your body, and the points on the morning star begin to pierce through flesh and pull out so quick that basically a small blood spray comes from your torso, and that is going to go ahead and be their action. We go now up to the top. Pippin, you're up.
Nice. I want to move that
Alright, hold on.
pillar.
I just unplugged my headset, so alright, you're good.
I wanna move around that pillar to be able to have a firing angle on the priest, and then I'm going to drop my.
Micro?
Yeah, I'm gonna drop that, and I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark
Go
on
for
that, priest, and then I'm gonna make my 2 attacks on the priest.
Okay.
First one. Let me double check one more thing. Oh, I'm also going to use my class feature to designate him as my favorite.
Okay.
Okay. So the first one is going to be a 23 to hit, and the second one's going to be a 14 to hit.
Okay. So a 17 and a 14?
A 23 and a 14.
A 23. He's going to shield that one because his armor class right now, after he's taken the potion of haste, is now at a 19. So he's going to shield it to a 24. So both miss. And so he basically conjures this very quick and rapid arcane shield that deflects the arrows, and it looks as if he puts his hand out to his left, and just this stone, like it's like an image of stone that appears in front of him that keeps him safe from your arrows. That's going to be his reaction, though.
That is my turn.
Okay. Then we go to Nihilus. Nihilus, you are currently slowed, so you have half your movement. You have either an action or a bonus action, but not both.
But I can still move, right?
You can, yeah. You just have half your movement instead of your full movement.
I'm gonna move 10 feet forward. Or I'm sorry.
Inside.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then since I have my whip form, I'm gonna attack that
The guard.
guard. Yeah.
Go for it. Make your attack roll. This would have sneak attack because he's next to an ally.
Okay. Can you use your inspiration if you roll an out one?
Yes, you can do inspiration.
Then I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Okay, go for it.
Oh, thank God. 24.
That hits. Go ahead and roll damage. You have sneak attack on it.
Cool. And then, real quick, a D4 is that like pyramid looking
Yes. Yeah.
die, right? Okay.
Correct. Yeah.
What's the number?
12 points of damage.
12 total.
Yeah.
Alright. You deal 12 points of damage as the whip slashes around, and it cuts kind of a pretty decent gouge across the neckline, where his helmet and his armor, they're separate from each other. And so on the back of his neck, you get a nice whip crack that just cuts a deep cut across that part of his body. He kind of buckles down, puts a stone gloved fist up to it, like gauntlet, to kind of keep it safe. And it's like, and turns over and goes, "Stupid bitch!"
Oh my God.
Oh, dude, now you gotta hit him again, dude.
Wait, do I have to make a wisdom save? Still a
you
no.
do. You do. Yeah, just to see if you get out of the
Wait,
slow.
Pippin, did you roll one?
He succeeded, so he didn't have to
Oh,
roll it.
Okay.
Ragnarok's about to do it because it's his turn.
Damn it, I got 8.
Okay, that's also a failure. So Ragnarok, you're up.
I'm going to reckless attack
Okay.
the priest. Yes.
All right. His armor class is at a 24.
I guess you're there. Get in there. They're gonna do it. 17 with bonuses. Come on, man. Your bonuses.
Did anyone end their turn? Did any of my allies end their turn in my circle or in my sphere?
Me.
Aren't you still going right now?
Yeah. I mean, it's not your the turn.
No,
they haven't taken their turn.
whenever a creature ends its turn in the sphere, I can grant them a benefit.
In your 30 foot,
Yeah, whenever a
But
creature
Pippin
ends,
isn't-
Ragnarok would be the first that could apply to.
it says whenever a creature, including you, ends its turn in the sphere, I can
so
grant it.
Ragnarok's going to be the only person that'll
Oh,
apply to.
sorry.
Yeah, the others have been
Sorry.
out of your range.
Yeah.
No, that's a good question. Great question. So what'd you roll to hit, Ragnarok?
It's a 23 to hit.
23 that misses because he's shielded. So you bring Janice around for the first attack, and which your only attack because you're slowed, and the shield comes up. The stone is moved, and it catches your maul. He looks at you as that happens, and as the stone shield flies in your direction, it catches Janice, and you're just like he's holding it there effortlessly, and he looks at you and he goes, "Are you tired, little lizard? Might you one day have been immovable as the mountains, but your heresy will condemn you to the grave."
This guy's toast, dude. You're toast, mister.
And that is your turn, so go ahead and roll your wisdom save for me.
Nice.
And then
Yeah.
once that's done, you get a benefit from Oslek.
Was it 13?
Yeah. I got a 13.
13. You fail.
8 or 17?
Hey,
Alright.
Ethan, did the priest start his turn in my spirit guardians yet? I'm sorry.
He's about to. So
Okay.
what benefit do you give to Ragnar?
He gets fuck, let me look at the 3 plus 5. So 8. He gets 8 temp HP.
Okay, you get 8 temporary hit points as the shadows of this channeled divinity begin to kind of cloak you like a small little shield. That being said, the priest is in your turn presently for the spirit guardian, so he's going to go ahead and make a wisdom save, and we will see what he rolls. That's going to be a 9.
Cool.
So go ahead and roll damage.
13.
13 points of damage. Okay. He dies.
Cool.
The spirit guardians, which he's just been taking the hits in an effort to kind of seem more imposing, but also you can tell that
For the priest?
yeah, you can tell that their religious fanaticism overrides their need for self-preservation, and he falls to the ground before he can move. Because of that, his slow is no longer present. All of you who were previously slowed are now no longer slowed.
Hell yeah.
And that would have been his turn, but it's not. So, Oslek, you are up.
Okay, and there's just these 2 guards left?
There are these 2 guards, but there is a staircase that separates you from them because you are where you're currently at. So you could jump down into the stairwell and walk up it, but just know that there's a stairwell that's beneath you.
What if I just go down the stairwell myself?
You can't from this side. You would have to jump down, and then you could.
How far is the fall?
Oh, it's about 5 feet. You'd be fine. You can just
Okay,
hop it.
I'll jump it.
Okay, you hop it into the stairwell, and you're currently in the stairwell.
And then I will go down the stairs.
You're gonna start walking down the stairs?
For the prisoners, yeah.
Okay, so you watch as Oslek jumps down the stairs and then starts running down the staircase. We will get to you in a moment. That being said, it is now Poltra's turn. Pulcher turns and sees as you're running and goes, "How bad, you coward!" And he runs up to the first guard. He's going to go ahead and make an attack.
I can't escape Poltra's bullying even on the next campaign.
No. And he does succeed on this, so he's going to go ahead and Divine Smite this at a first level. He deals... He's two-handing this longsword. So he deals 7 points of slashing damage, followed by 8, 13, so 20 points total. He takes this longsword and with the Divine Fury runs it across the throat of this Black Earth guard, who then falls with his head seemingly removed from his shoulders. That is his turn. The next Black Earth guard, Ragnarok, is going to attempt to make 2 attacks against you. The first one's going to be a 14, followed by a 23. And you take... You said they both hit?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Cool. I like hitting you with the 14. That's good. So you take 6 that you have to 3 on the first one, and then you take 8 plus 3, 11 that you have to 6 on the second. So you take 9 total. Yep. And that is his turn. So we go to the top, Pippin.
I want to make 2. Wait, can I see the priest? He's still up? I want to attack.
Super dead.
Whoever's left, I want to attack him twice.
Okay, make your attacks.
It's going to be, a natural 20 and a 16.
Alright, roll the damage on the nat 20 for me.
Let's see, I got one of these. 8, 6, 3, 14, 17. These 21, 23, 23 plus dex is 28. 28 for the crit.
Okay, so this is the one that's currently covering the back of his neck, and he's turning and looking directly at Nihilus as he's like, "You stupid bitch!" And as he says that, an arrow straight into the throat cuts him off as he's saying that. He doesn't even get to finish the phrase. It cuts him straight off. He's like, "Stupid bitch!" And he drops to the floor.
Nice.
Dead. Now,
Is that it?
that is the combat.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
And it's currently the combat, so we're going to go ahead and swap around the music a little bit. And now I get to sit in the chair for the rest of the session. Thank God. My legs are... Oh my God. I was standing all day and a walking. It was a lot. So,
The Battle Master.
the Black Earth, the priest, Carbo, and his 2 guards stand dead at your guys' feet. Oslek has run and descended into the stairs, chasing after the shadows with hopes of finding prisoners. But for the 4 of you that are left up here, you have a very ruined kind of altar room. What do you guys want to do?
Well, someone should go and help Oslet just in case there's anyone else down there.
I'll go.
You'll go.
Okay.
Okay.
So Nihilus runs down the stairwell, and we'll get to you, Oslek, in a minute, and I'll know that Nihilus will be behind you a minute after.
I'll look at you and Pultra then. Actually, you know what? I'll look at Pultra, and I want to ask Pultra. So, what was so important about that priest? I mean, obviously you said you and him scuffed earlier, but what's really going on here? What are you doing here?
The priest is not the important one. The priest is one of many fanatics,
Okay.
blasphemers.
Well, I'm glad we knocked him down then. But there's still a Medusa on the loose here somewhere, right? Or
Allegedly, I've only seen him in passing. I have not seen him since.
You go downstairs and there's a fucking bird statue just waiting there for you.
Hey guys, we didn't find the Medusa yet.
But Osleg's right here. Okay.
I thought you were going down the stairs, weren't you?
I am, yeah.
He is. We just haven't gotten to him yet.
Okay. I mean that's pretty much it. Unless you weren't.
So
Yeah.
Vulture goes and starts to kind of dig through the priest's stuff.
Yeah.
Wait,
And
before he does that,
he pulls out a small key ring, and as he grabs that, he goes, "One of these keys should get me to my armor. I need the keys." And so he's got a small key ring. There's like 3 little keys on
Wait. What did he say he needs the key for?
it. His armor. He needs to find where his armor's at.
Oh.
He's like, one of these keys should help me get to my armor.
Okay.
Um,
Can we have the keys once you get your armor?
Yeah.
Nice.
They look like normal keys, by the way.
They're not like okay.
Yeah. He dug through and found the key ring, and then he was done. He didn't do a full search. So if you guys wanted to search his body, you could.
Yeah. I mean, you said you wanted to do something.
no.
Yeah. Can we check all the rest of the bodies just in case there's anything we should take?
Absolutely. Go to make an investigation check for me, please.
Oh yeah. Oh, you should make an investigation check. Yeah, dude. 8. Yeah, I only got a 2 though. I got 2.
To check a body?
Yeah.
I guess I'll inspect the bodies as well.
Okay.
I got an unnatural 1.
An unnatural 1. Okay, so you're digging through his pockets, but you're pulling things out and not looking at them. You're just throwing them off to the side and watching them clatter against the ground, and just kind of keep looking through. Pippin, what's your passive perception?
My passive perception.
Yeah.
13.
13. You actually catch when he grabs something that looks very, very unique and not too dissimilar.
I grab it.
from your key fragment, and it scatters off onto the ground and begins to roll down the stairwell.
Oh, I dive for it.
Okay, so you immediately hurl down the stairs just enough to get it, and you
Yeah.
grab that piece
Like
and hurry it back up.
Dive for it. Like I'm tearing my skin apart to catch it.
Yeah, you just jump right in. You're able to get it before it goes all the way down, and you come up with that key fragment.
Holy moly. And look what I found. I'm gonna show you the key fragment.
Where'd you find it?
You threw it out of the body. Anything else good in there, or are you done here?
Nope. I couldn't really find anything.
There's nothing else
There's
interesting.
so
on the
many
floor.
things on the floor. So
Yeah.
he threw a coin purse, he threw a wax sealed letter, and he threw out a stamp, like it's like a chess piece that has a mountain on it, and you would stamp it into hot wax to steal something.
All right, I'll take it all.
Okay. The coin purse has 50 gold in it.
Nice.
Yeah, sorry.
You know what?
This guy had nothing.
I give the 50 gold to Ultra.
Okay.
You can't do that.
It was his kill,
I'm
dude.
kidding.
Okay, he takes the gold and goes, you are generous and respectful.
Nah, you seem
I
to
like
want
you,
it,
little man.
right?
That's metagaming biases. Metagaming. This is that was his old character. He's not allowed to do that.
Before,
You're
I
not
don't-
here. You're not even here.
I'm just being an ass.
Really, it's because I want to ride Ultra, but I'm too scared to ask him.
You guys are caught off guard by the sound of the double doors far behind you on the south side of the building.
What?
South side of this room begin to slowly open with a creak. Just a...
Who goes there?
A figure hovers into the room. Desiccated form, dehydrated, malnourished, yet necrotic in its flesh, darkened, decayed.
You
Robes
okay?
that are a bit loose due to the unnatural decomposition of this form. The skin on the face has kind of sunk in to the point where the nose is missing, but there's flesh that covers the nostril holes. So this weird, shape under the nose is sunken into that. And the skin is pulled. It seems like it's stretched tight around his face from how dehydrated, like how desiccated the body is. No hair. And yet wearing robes that are not one that you would find off a corpse, but this definitely looks like a corpse or something that is similar to that. Pultra immediately grabs for his blade, looks at it as if it's something to smite, to slay, and the creature, with a wave of the hand, with a slight wave of the hand, I am not your enemy. Go beneath this place and leave me to waste away among these halls.
What's your name, friend?
Thou asks my name. I am Renwick Cardoon, and this is my home.
Right. Well, we're just
He hovers to the priest.
Oh.
And you have casted out my intruders.
We'll do a little bit more housekeeping, and then we'll take on off. Don't you worry.
Very good. It would be within thy best interest to remain far from this place once thou hast left.
We will definitely duly note that. Thank you. I want to ask one last thing before you leave us, though. He
was like already turning around, and he like slowly turns.
Oh, all right. Next time.
No, you can ask. He's giving you the room.
Oh, okay. You didn't happen to ever have somebody by the name of Teresiel come through these halls at all? Maybe as a prisoner, most likely as a prisoner.
Wild Poos Poos has entered the chat. We have the kitty cat roaming the dungeon.
Oh no!
There's guy on the table. Oh no! Oh, she's gonna try to be a bothersome.
One of these days they'll let us.
He hovers back to you. Teresiel was her name. She no longer walks these halls.
But she's not still within the walls, is she?
That question is malformed. Repeat that question better phrased.
She didn't die here, did she?
Not to my knowledge.
Nice. That's all I needed, thank you.
The way to reach her, you have only half uncovered.
Oh no. You wouldn't happen to know the other half, would you?
The other half of your path will be found where the flames burn brightest and where the winds breeze heaviest.
Flame burns. Wait, out of game, look at flame burns brightest and wind does what?
Breezes heaviest.
Right. Well, there's no way for me to thank you properly, but thank you for your time and your help.
You can thank me by never returning once you have left.
Oh, you don't like
I
chocolate?
would be a disgraced host to not reward. His hand reaches into his robe and he pulls out a necklace with an amulet on it that looks like a glass-encased heart. Dragonborn, you are who I wish to bequeath this to.
You get the dragon heart.
And he hands it to you.
What is it?
It is for you to wear.
I immediately put it on.
Okay, you immediately put it on. What's your constitution score?
Ooh,
16.
Incorrect. It's now 19.
Yo!
What?
So you have an amulet of health that changes your con score to 19 while wearing it. If you take it off, it's back to 16. It works that simple.
Hell yeah.
Dude, that's nuts, bro.
That's pretty good.
Let's go.
For a barbarian, that's like the best thing you can get.
Yeah. So that'll bring your health up by 5, both your max and your min, because you've taken some damage, and then you also should have an increase to your armor class by 1 because of your unarmored defense.
Yeah, because your modifier went
Your
up.
dex and con.
That's why con is great for barbs.
Let's fucking go.
The sooner you get max con, the better, baby.
Yeah, you have an amulet of health. Now be
Oh,
gone.
shit.
And might I recommend you walk swiftly. Your companions might not be there when you arrive.
Oh gosh darn it, that's what I was worried about.
And
All right, we
he
gotta go.
begins to hover out. Now, we're going to cut back to Oslek before this all
no.
began. Oslek, you immediately walked down the stairwell, right? And made your way down into the very bottom. Basically, you made it to the subterranean
Hey,
level.
I can't hear you, Ethan.
You can't hear me?
All I heard was you immediately walked down the stairwell.
Yeah, so you walked down the stairwell, and you arrived at the subterranean level. So you're about to hit the first room that you can see. And when you arrive, the room of this large chamber consists of loosened red earth. There's a column of natural stone that stands near the middle of the room, and a row of sturdy iron bars with a sliding cage door, which is currently shut, that walls off the western portion of the room. There is a door with an iron plate that stands in the western wall behind those iron bars, while a similar door exits to the east. And you are on the south side of the room where the stairs ascend now, because they're behind you.
So there's 2 doors at the end?
There is a door on the west end, behind iron bars, and a door on the east end. The room is also darkened. Do you have dark vision?
Yeah.
To what degree do you have dark vision?
Starting at first level, because I'm a Twilight Cleric, you can see through the deepest gloom. You have dark vision out to range of 300 feet. In that radius, you can see in dim light as if it were bright light, and in darkness as if it were dim light.
So in the dimness of this room, because it is dark, there is something behind those iron bars. And because it is grayscale, you cannot make color. But
Can I cast Fairy Fire?
It seems to be sizable.
Can I cast Fairy?
Would you? You could.
I don't think Fairy Fire makes it, it just makes an outline of it, does it not?
It'll outline it,
Does.
yeah. Yeah, it draws an outline around whatever creatures you cast Fairy Fire on.
Each object in a 20-foot cube within range is outlined in blue, green, or violet light. Any creature in the area when the spell is cast is also outlined in light. I guess it's light. It says light, though.
Yeah.
It doesn't just...
It looks like fire, but it doesn't hurt.
Yeah, it doesn't create light. Because otherwise it would...
It says objects and affected creatures shed dim light.
Yeah,
in a
so
10-foot
so
range.
dim light is still dim. You still see it as if it's in dim light. So it wouldn't make
So
too big of a
maybe
change.
not a good idea.
It is currently caged in.
I'm gonna try and speak to it in Primordial and take a gamble here.
Okay, you walk up to it, and behind the iron bars stands a monstrous creature that resembles a cross between a huge ape and a beetle. It has wicked mandibles,
God.
powerful claws, and 4 eye sockets, but 2 of its eyes have been cut out. And its claws are now bronze blades. The
So it's
creature
not a
bellows.
Medusa?
The creature bellows and thrashes in rage, constantly testing the bars and clawing at the walls. This creature is not a Medusa.
I'm gonna say-
Something has severely maimed this creature, cutting out 2 of its eyes, of its 4 eyes, and then also removing its claws and affixing bronze blades to its arms.
Can I identify what creature it was?
Yeah, make a nature check.
I was at 18.
And 18 is great. This is a creature that is known as an Umber Hulk.
That's a fucking demon.
Not at all. It is a natural creature.
How do you
It is
how do you spell
it is
that?
a monstrosity. Umber, so Umber, and then Hulk.
Isn't there a demon Umber Hulk, though?
No. There's a Balgura, which is a giant ape demon, but the
It's
Umber
this
Hulk.
fucking.
The Umber Hulk normally has 4 eyes because you know that their gaze tends to confound those that stare into its eyes, are caught looking into it. And so it seems the cult has carved those eyes out so that it can see, but it can't confuse. And you also know that these are burrowing creatures because they're natural to the Underdark. And so the cult has removed its ability to burrow and has affixed blades to its arms to keep it deadly.
That's messed up. Yeah, they're pretty ugly.
I'm gonna walk up to it and I'm
At
gonna
about
say,
this point, Nihilus has run downstairs. And Nihilus, you see this too.
as
Oh my
Nihilus
God,
walks
what is
downstairs, as Nihilus walks downstairs, he sees Ozlek slowly kind of put his hand out, like, "Come here, boy," to this fucking bug creature in the cell,
Yeah.
like just in awe.
That's what you're doing?
Yeah, that's what Ozlek is doing.
I'm gonna run up and slap his hand.
What? Why would you do that? That was unnecessary.
As you say that, the Umber Hulk thrashes against the bars and is going to go ahead and make a strength check.
This thing breaks out, I swear to God.
I'm positive it just did.
What?
It absolutely just did. So the
Oh
Umber
my
Hulk attempts to
God.
break through the bars as you were going to walk up to it and like reach a hand over, and it just cuts enough of the bar that it slams into it with this hulking beastly form, and then it just pushes its way in. So you are currently in the room with this Umber Hulk, and I need the two of you to go ahead and roll initiative for me, please.
Ethan, give it a surprise attack on us, dude. That easily surprise attack.
No. I'm not gonna do that to you. But if you could roll an initiative for me, that would be quite sweet.
I just got a nat 20.
Nice. That is a
A
good.
13.
That is a good time to roll a nat 20 and a 13. Okay, so we have Oslek at a 13. We have Nihilus at a 20, and we have the Umber Hulk sitting at a nice 15.
What did you get, Gabe?
A 13.
Nihilus, the Umber Hulk has burst through the cage doors, and as it stares at you, its mandibles, which by the way,
I don't know what you just said.
the Umber Hulk, after bursting through the door, looks at you. Its mandibles, so these large, like ant-like mandibles. I believe the claws are out, so the mandibles are still there. The mandibles are snapping shut quickly, and you can hear this high-pitched screech that clicks and clacks as it's sounding. So it's got this like sound, like that type.
Does
of
it get hit by my spirit guardian?
Like that type of a repetition. Fuck. Let me see. I would say that it. Not yet, because it's not on its turn.
Okay.
We're not gonna preempt the combat.
Well, it does say whenever it first steps into the spell.
Yeah,
but
we'll say that you were in combat, and so now that you're in combat, you would direct it to do so. So now that you stare at it, it makes it sound, and it's beginning to salivate from its massive, disgusting beetle-like face. What do you do?
Well, I actually had a question real quick, because I have fancy footwork. Would that count as a bonus action, or would that be just like an additional feature that I have?
I think your fancy footwork is an additional feature.
Because it says archetype feature, but it doesn't say like.
Yeah, it's because you're a swashbuckler. So during your turn, if you make a melee attack against the creature, you can't provoke an opportunity to attack against it for the rest of your turn.
Right.
So basically, it's not a bonus action. You don't use it. It's a passive ability. So you go in, you make an attack, hit or miss, you back out. You don't have to disengage. As long as you attack something, no opportunity attacks from that creature. Yeah.
Okay, then I'm gonna attack it.
Okay, go ahead and make your attack.
And because I have, I'm using my whip form because I haven't put it back.
Sure.
Oh, I rolled the wrong dice. Not bad.
Whoop, whoop.
23.
23.
Damage.
23 will hit.
Right.
Nuke 'em.
It's gonna be weak ass damage.
You do
8.
sneak attack damage on it, by the way.
Oh, okay. Okay, so 8 plus. Hold on. $18 points of damage.
Okay. And that is your attack action. So bonus action and movement.
Yeah, so I'm gonna use well it's dark in here, so I'm gonna use cunning action and hide.
Okay. Go ahead and make a stealth roll. You can certainly give it a shot.
24.
Okay. You hide to the best of your ability in this room.
Okay.
Yeah. With that being said, the Umber Hulk's turn is up. Ocelot, it is within your Spirit Guardians, so the Umber Hulk is going to go ahead and make a Wisdom save and rolls a 17 plus. I think that does still save though. Yeah, 17, no minuses, so 17.
I mean, it just takes half damage then?
Does the 17 fail?
Yeah. No. 17 succeeds.
Yeah, so he takes half damage. Yeah, because he
Okay.
succeeds.
Then it's half of 13. So are we rounding up or down? A 7
you're
or a
gonna round
6?
up.
A 7.
7 points of damage. Okay. All right. And it is the Umber Hulk's turn. So the Umber Hulk, Ocelot, is going to go ahead and make 3 attacks at you. It's going to make it with these like bronze blades, and then also his mandibles. So we're going to start first with the blades. So the blades are modified. Okay. So the blades. So the first one's a 22, followed by a 25.
Yeah.
Okay. So the first one is 16 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
The second one is 14 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
Then the mandibles are going to hit for a 24.
Yeah.
And the mandibles hit for 16 points of slashing damage.
Okay. I'm still up.
And it just starts slicing into you, and then eventually its mandibles wrap around against probably around your throat, and crunches in, cutting parts around your neck. You're bleeding from many areas as you get wounded by this. Completely
I have to roll
mangled, and you do need to make a total of 3
con saves.
Con saves.
Yeah.
Yep. And you need to beat a 10 on all 3 of them.
Holy moly, dude. Dude, what is this thing?
It's an Umber Hulk. Just be
Yeah,
lucky
they're
that
pretty ugly.
Yeah, just be lucky that this Umber Hulk does not have his confusing gaze ability, because that is
Oh my
that
God.
is
But how
not fun.
could it still see
My fucking phone died.
Aw, you rotated our cameras around. No.
Yeah, so
well, if you put this camera back on, it should fix everything, right?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Ethan.
No, I don't know.
Try to put your camera back on, and that might work.
Me?
Yeah.
I don't have a camera.
I see.
Oh.
Or else I would be using this fucking computer to begin with and not my phone.
No problem. We can change it live.
Just a little bit of a workaround, you know, for the mod.
That's the fun of Streamlabs. Kaboom. Problem solved.
Sorry about that.
No problem.
Perfect.
So,
And then,
you make 3 con saves. You have to beat a
Okay.
10 on all 3 of them.
Okay, and I have fucking +3. That's all I have. So I fail.
You fail on 1?
I fail on 2 of them, but yeah.
Okay. So your spirit guardians are no longer active.
Okay.
And
Well-
awesome, it is now your turn.
Let's see.
What about me?
You
You
were the
already
first one
went.
up. You already went.
Oh right, I'm stupid. Sorry. Yeah,
Oh,
you're
no
last.
problem.
My
You're
bad.
good, you're good.
My bad.
No. No worries.
How fucked up in terms of like health? Does this thing look fucked up, or does it just
Yeah,
look
it
like
looks fucked
it's
up.
been-
Its eyes have been gouged, and it's lost
No.
its claws, and it has giant metal blades affixed to it. But
Does
in
it
terms
look
of
like-
how it looks
What about damage
combatively,
wise?
oh, this thing looks like it is ready to rip you guys into a new hell.
So it doesn't look like it can only take a few more beatings until it's knocked out.
Oh no, this thing looks ready to rumble. Like you guys are here. And he's got 3 minutes of playtime with you. That's what he's got.
This isn't good.
Not in the slightest. Not in
Like
the
this thing could kill you.
Oh, absolutely. Yes. Yeah. The threat of death
Is-
now immediately entered the chat.
Is Nihilus within like 5 to 10 feet of me?
No. She's moved off and hidden herself in the room.
Fuck.
Yeah, I'm trying to attack it again.
This is putting me in a rough situation. How close am I to the beast? Like right in front of it?
You are directly in front of it. Correct.
How much damage did it do to you?
36.
Oh my god.
No. I did 16,
Yeah.
14, and 16. That's 46.
Are you sure?
16 and 16 is 32. Plus 14, 46.
Then I'm down.
Okay, that changes the name of the game. Go ahead and make a death saving throw for me, please, as after he eviscerates you, he drops you straight to the floor, and you are left bleeding on the ground.
Yeah, you're right. God damn it. Fuck. Good thing Omar asked that question. Fuck. Fail.
It's fail. You have one failure. Nihilus. This
Can I
Umber Hulk
whistle?
Has
Oh wait.
you?
Sorry.
You
go ahead.
could. This Umber
hold on,
Hulk
but I'm
has
listening.
just in one fell swoop taken Oslek, Painbearer Oslek, to his knees, dropped him. He is bleeding out. He is dying. He needs help, and he needs help quick.
Can I like whistle as loud as I can? Like, is there like a type of whistle that where I can alert the rest of my crew? I don't want to like yell help, but like,
You could attempt to, but any sound is going to draw in your direction.
but can't
if
I
it
just
doesn't
use my
already know
cutting
where
action?
you are, if it doesn't already know where you are.
But can't I use cutting action to hide again afterwards?
You could try. Yeah, you can certainly give it a shot.
Marco!
What is it doing right now? Is it looking for me, or is it gonna attempt to attack?
At the
Oslek?
current moment, it is just dropped Oslek. You have to think quickly.
You know, because I am enraged that my one of my party members are down, I'm gonna go and attack it.
You're gonna attack it. Okay, so you walk up, and unfortunately, I would have given you sneak attack had he only had to worry about his dark vision. But you're dealing with a subterranean creature. They have tremor sense, so he feels your movements as you walk across the ground. It's like Toph from Avatar: Last Airbender, how she can feel things.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh,
Wait, how
so
did he find me? With his little eyes? His two little
He has
eyes?
tremor
No,
sense.
he
It doesn't
felt
matter if
me.
he can see you. He can sense you.
If I move...
Yeah, you walked right up to him, dude.
Yeah, I guess that's fair. I
Yeah,
did do
so
that.
he does see you, so you can attack. You don't have advantage though. So you can make the attack roll, and then fortunately, it would trigger your passive. So as long as you make the
Wait,
attack,
I don't know what you're saying. You broke up.
so you attacking him will trigger your passive, your fancy footwork. So you can attack him and then move without worrying about him hitting you. But you got to be mobile. You got to be quick here. This is literally like where you shine big.
Fuck. if I move 60 feet, will I get out of this little like area?
Absolutely. 100%.
Okay. Give me one sec. Then you know what? I'm not gonna attack. Because I just have to move away from him, and he won't be able to. Oh no, I do have to. Never mind. Okay, so I will attack him. Yeah.
Okay.
In order for what I'm trying to do work.
Correct. Go ahead and make that attack roll. Let's see if you get that hit.
19.
That does hit. Go ahead and roll damage. You have no sneak attack. No sneak attack.
Okay, I was about to ask.
Yeah. It was like 2. Oh, fuck.
8 points of damage.
That's not bad. All right, 8 points of damage, and it's from your whip.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
so
then what I'm gonna.
yeah, so basically, as you're beginning to run, because you're gonna make a bolt up the stairs, his head immediately turns in your direction. This creature, and as the head turns, your whip, like kind of like just like a small like bitch slap. You're very quick with the whip, and it smacks across the eye, and as it cracks, the creature kind of rears its head back, and you're gone. Like you just booked it. So you use your 60 feet of movement, and
because I use my feline
your feline agility, and as you run all the way up to the staircase, you've reached the top of the staircase, panting heavily because you've just run 60 feet in less than 6 seconds. And at that point, you see your party member, your companions, Pultra, are beginning to walk down the stairs to head to your direction. What do you tell them? And and for you guys as well, you guys see as Nihilus is like in shock, terror, and fear, has run up as swift as she could.
So yeah, because I'm out of breath, huh?
Yep.
You guys come down and there's a fucking monster-sized beetle just gouging my stomach out, dude. Fucking.
I'm gonna tell the group. Oslick is down. This type of like bug or something just attacked him with one hit, and he's on the ground. I don't know what it's doing right now, but I ran up to try to get you guys because this thing, like, it's tough as fuck. I need your help. Like, Oslick is dying as we speak.
I smack the lizard on the booty and I tell him, "Get in there. We gotta go save him."
If only it were that easy. Because as you look down into the darkness, into the depths of the stairs, how many of you guys have dark vision?
I do.
Up to 60 feet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys see it quickly, but Ragnar, we're seeing it from your perspective. Out of the darkness of the stairwell, you see the glisten of 2 large metal blades begin to make themselves visible as it lumbers out of the darkness, as this creature's walking with these large, like, crushing feet. This goosh, goosh, goosh. This hybrid of ape and beetle, this hulking monstrosity, has made its way up. Eyes gouged, large blades affixed to where its claws should be. It's an amalgamation of terror, an amalgamation of raw strength. This Umber Hulk has reached where you guys are at. You see it salivating blood. And the head looks at you as it makes its way up, and you just see it drop to the side a little bit, and you just hear this hiss, this... And it brings the claws together, and it like smacks them a little bit just for fun, and that's where we're gonna go ahead and leave it off.
What? No.
So when we pick up next, just so you guys remember, when we pick up next, Oslek is on 1 death fail. In 2 rounds, bare minimum, he has the potential to die.
Oh my God.
His life is kind of in your hands.
We're gonna save him.
And that's where we'll pick up.
We have 2 freaking barbarians. We have a great barbarian to be, and we have hopefully another great barbarian to be.
With that being said, guys, thank you guys so much for another episode here at the Couch Cooperative. We hope you enjoyed your time here with us. We will pick up with our next session, and we are going to be very excited to meet you and see you for that. So thank you guys, thank you guys, thank you guys. We hope to see you guys soon. Have a great week. Tell somebody you love them, and share the love with people around you. Enjoy your own adventures and face your own Umber Hulks. And we will see you guys later.
Face your own Umber Hulk.